are back again on the live. Sorry it took a couple extra minutes. I actually forgot entirely that I did not have my computer next to me to be the stream manager, and also I'm just realizing that I left a bunch of lights on in the house. So excuse me while you watch me walk around my apartment and turn off all my lights, because I'm a Dumbo. One moment. This is the moment when I turn off all the lights. This is the moment where I turn off all the lights, because I don't want to be wasteful. And now I'm back. Okay. That was exciting. For everyone. Welcome to Level 1 Adventuring. What a spirited opening to the show. I am your host and game master, Wolfe Scott. Thank you for giving us your Monday. We appreciate you. Oh, I think I just saw 20th OD. Hey, 20th OD in chat. Welcome. Happy to have you back. If you are new to the channel, new to the stream, new to wherever you're watching us from, who are level 1? Who are we? We are a D&D, TTRPG, RPG stream. We do run D&D usually on Wednesdays, but in between those days, typically Mondays, Tuesdays, we do other types of fresh content, usually in the same sphere. Right now, we're going to be playing some Solasta, which has been a fan favorite game from the chat so far. We have some fan favorite characters. Our himbo mascot Korug is going to make a comeback. But you can join us for all the other games that we play, either solo RPGs, group RPGs, or digital RPGs. And you can catch those episodes either here. Hey, Dragoon Kitten, welcome. I'm happy. Oh, look at all these faces that I love. Come in, come say hello. Hello to me. And you can come check us out on here on Twitch or on YouTube. Or you can join us on the Discord, where we post all the updates for all the games that we're playing, and soon to be playing some games on the Disco as well. Shout out to Streamlabs and StreamSpell, who are the companies responsible for all the cool stream elements that you see dazzling you on stream right now. And we have an affiliate link down below if you want to upgrade your streams. And I think that is all of the usual plugs, except I do have one additional bonus plug this time around. And that is just something that's kind of exciting and fun and cool for the stream. And that was, so lately, for those of you who've been watching the show, I ran 2 separate RPGs. One is Drinking Mom's Getting Ready to go to the Hospital. Oh, okay, well, Dragoon, positive vibes to you and your family. Absolutely. Sending those your way. 2 cool things that happened for the stream recently. I've been running 2 RPGs, one of which was a solo RPG by the name of Notorious, which was sort of a Star Wars-inspired bounty hunting RPG. And I've also been playing a storytelling-based, sort of free-form cooperative RPG called Fall of Magic by Heart of the Deernicorn Games. And I actually learned recently through YouTube and through some private messages that we got sort of shouted out. Heart of the Deernicorn actually followed our accounts. Actually, you can see probably on stream right now the most recent follow was Heart of the Deernicorn, so cool that they actually watched our stream, our playthrough of the game, and was sort of giving us some comments on it on their Disco. So thank you so much for watching, Deernicorn. I hope you enjoy the rest of those episodes when they come out. But what was also really fun was I got a YouTube comment on the Notorious by Jason Price playthrough, and I was actually informed that Jason Price linked our episodes in one of the Kickstarter announcements, one of the updates for people who had backed the games as an example of the live play. And I thought that was so cool. I love that. I love that, the community's all sort of helping each other and feeding into one another, and I'm really happy and proud that, Jason thought that our stream playthrough was like a prime example, if you will, of how the game, should run. And so Jason Price, hey, if you're watching this, thank you so much. And if you, have any other really cool games that you'd like to see us run on stream, I'll gladly take those recommendations. I'm already giving a look at, I want to say Jason Price wrote this one, Last Sentinels, which is supposed to be a giant mech suit inspired RPG where the players take the role of mech suit pilots who are kind of fending off. They're kind of doomed to die against an impossible force. But you're like telling the story of their lives in the meanwhile, which sounds fun. So yeah, I thought that was just really awesome. I love sort of, as a person who's been a big RPG fan for so many years of their collective lives in this mortal realm, to actually start interacting with people who are like in the space and creating games is so cool and so exciting. And yeah, so that's just another little thing. But what we're doing today, Solasta, Crown of the Magister, also known as Salad Star by our chat, a 5th edition inspired top-down role-playing game. And we have a lot to cover since we last played, so I'm very excited to see where we're going. I'm going to load our save. And I think that's all I had to say, all of our fancy updates. But happy to see everyone. And I think what I'll do here is I'll move the stream into... Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's the good stuff. That is the good stuff. Okay. So, a bunch of stuff. Well, make sure okay. For a second there, my keyboard was not reacting to my key presses, and I was like, oh, that's the last thing I need right now. So an interesting update from the last time that we played Solasta. So we actually have a YouTube viewer. I was gonna write down their screen name, and I did not. I'm a bad friend. But YouTube viewer, you know who you are, because we're actually always talking in the DMs. They actually gave me, I was trying to find a quest objective last time to, like, recover a Sorak artifact, if you remember on our last playthrough. And, like, I thought I found it, but I couldn't get to it, and I was very confused. And in one of my comments, I was like, if anybody knows how to get to this artifact, please let me know. And then on YouTube, messaged me and was like, actually, it's in a different room, but, like, you'll miss it if you don't move the camera. And so then I found it. So thank you so much. But, like, so because of that conversation, I was like, cool, before the next stream starts, because as far as the stream knows, right, we just arrived at the Black Castle at level 4. That was the last time that we all met, right? But what actually has happened, what you have not seen, is I was like, cool, I will actually go back and do that side quest and, like, finish it, so I won't, like, take up stream's time, right? And so I go back to do the side quest. In the meantime, I get into a bunch of fights. I have to go all the way back to town to turn it in. I have to travel all the way back to the Black Castle to get back to where we were. And through all of that, fighting all the enemies and turning in the quest and coming back, we actually leveled up. So we're not at the Black Castle level 4. We're at the Black Castle level 5, which is kind of huge at least in D&D terminology, because once again, Solasta runs off of D&D 5th edition mechanics rule sets. And there are certain benchmarks for, gameplay in D&D in terms of level, which really signify huge ups, in power scale and capability and things like that. And 5 is definitely one of those big marked, like, this is a very important level, because so many classes get instrumental tools to their effectiveness at this level. Primarily when you're talking about martial classes, people like Korug or Gwynhaleth, we're talking about extra attack. So now not only can Korug go into a rage and swing that big axe of his, but now he can do it twice in a turn, which is going to just be massive for, what we have to do. And for casters, this normally equates into better spell slots. I think 5th edition, 5th level characters get 3rd level spell slots, which, I mean, has big, honkin' famous spells, like Fireball, Lightning Bolt, all like the heavy hitters that everyone knows and loves. And so obviously, given that our resident sorcerer is a fire sorcerer, we definitely took Fireball, because that's a given. And our cleric, I'm not quite sure what I think we got a mass healing spell. I can't remember which one, but always helpful, for your cleric. But basically, level 5 is going to be a big improvement for our characters. So hopefully we're going to be far more effective and deadly and dangerous and, have an easier time of things. I'm also going to take a little sip of water. But I think that is everything. I think that's all the updates. So now we've traveled to the Black Castle, which is apparently where Korug, our resident cursed crown wearer, had detected the possibility of another shard, well, I'm calling them shards because that's our campaign, our D&D campaign, but a jewel, a gem for the crown, I should say. And so now we're gonna start looking. We're gonna start questing. Okay, oh, this tree I can interact with, interesting. What's in here? Oh, I can just knock it down. Okay, note to self, I can knock down trees, which will probably be useful in some combat scenarios. Oh, and now,
The gems in the castle.
Maybe. It's in that direction.
It's a good-sized castle. A garrison of 24 at least.
We're not getting in that way. Could we climb up?
Oh, spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down my spine.
Credentials.
Assuming their law-abiding folk will respect the council.
Not too many of those around here, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the castle full of skeletons probably doesn't care about your official papers saying that you're, like, from the council. That's gonna be, like, my knee-jerk reaction. Oh man, I feel like every time I don't play this game for a little while, I have to, like, remember everything. Okay, let's go cautious. I wonder, so obviously this is the front door, right? Do I have to go through the front door? Is there like a little sneaky side way maybe? Okay. I'm seeing a little side path, a little road less traveled. What's going on over here, huh? You have a little secret for me? I mean, we're really going over here, huh? It's either this is going to be really good for us, like we're going to find... Oh, new waypoint, long rest. Oh, there's a long rest zone out here somewhere. I don't see it on the map yet, but that's good. It's either going to be very good for us, or, I don't know, perhaps we're going to stumble into some, like, terrible monster hiding out in the swamps and just be even worse for us. Okay, there seems to be something over here. Where did it say a long rest spot, though? I want to know where that is in case we ever need it. Is it over here? Not seeing it. If it is, where are y'all going? Oh, you're just tiptoeing your way around the bog. Fair enough. Yeah, here it is. Okay, very cool. Okay, so in case we need to, emergency little rest stop, we can do that. What's this? Ooh, okay, a bunch of moss. We'll take it. You never know when you're gonna need it. Okay, so this isn't like we can go any further over here, but it's very nice that we have a secret little campsite. I feel like that is... Oh. What just happened? Don't remember what. This isn't right. I hit something bad and now we're here. So I'm gonna go back to... That's not how it should work. Let's go back to figure out what just happened. Because we're definitely not in Caer Kiflin. I'll say that much. Quick save, huh? Is that what that was? That had to have been some terrible... Yeah, that's what that was. Okay, I know what went wrong. Everything's fine. It's annoying, but there's worse things that could have happened. Here we are, level 1 adventuring, where the wrong keystroke will send us spiraling into an alternate dimension, where we're at an entirely different castle. So we're probably going to have a collective moment of deja vu between the entire party for a second. Apologies on that one. Okay, so here we are. We're going to go back to... We're learning a lot today as a friend group. All right, so we're just gonna speed through here. Yeah, we know we can push over the tree. Isn't that fun? Isn't that cool? We're gonna go here. They're gonna say,
We're not getting in that way. Could we?
Mochi!
Not too many of.
Mochi, welcome to the stream. You've just witnessed me rewriting history for a moment, but I think we're all right. So we were over here. We don't have to be cautious. We know there's no enemies. All right, then we should be pretty much caught up to where we are. Salad Star, of course. Went to the Solasta Dark Realm, exactly. Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened there. I hit the wrong key, and we were in a whole different zone. So, I'm glad that's resolved. All right, loot all. And let's go back here. I'm bummed I missed the extra ranch dressing zone. No, you're fine, actually. You, actually, what do I want to do? I want to make sure, just so I know what terrible thing I did, so I don't quick load. Okay, quick load, I think, is what I did, was mine. So I quick loaded instead of quick saved. Okay. That is what I did. That is what I did. Close. So then it's, this is good. Plus is good. Plus is good. Minus is bad. That's just math, baby. That's just freaking math. Right. So we're back over here. Oh. Oh no. Oh, tombstones. If there's one thing I know about tombstones, it's that you probably should pry them open. All of them. As many as you can see. Because that's where the good stuff is. It's like, you know, where they hide all their goodies. Oh, and there's a ghost right here. Oh, but it's not a bad ghost. It's a friendly ghost. Like so many a Casper. And yes, we're taking the bones. A pile of bones, to be precise. A pile of different bones that could be a part of a person's skeleton. Some of these bones appear to bear some kind of teeth marks. Oh, those aren't teeth. Those are ghouls. Calling it now. If I don't fight a ghoul here, I'm going to be very surprised. Yeah, check this out. This ghost got a name and isn't trying to actively kill us. So I'm assuming we got a Casper the Friendly Ghost situation over here. We'll save you. We'll save you for a second. I still want to check out these other things. Or maybe I should... I don't know. I'm already clicking on it. I'm going to go. Maybe I should talk to the ghost before I try to pry open the tombstones? Oh, I just read it. Laralier Seriortharin Cook. Okay. So, not even like a pun about how they died? Come on, game. This is your opportunity to give me quirky ways that all of these people died. Elivier Malorian, guard captain. Is this going to be important? Am I going to have like some side quests where I have to remember like who died and how and why? Okay. Halathier Marbalor, adept. Ooh. All right, let's talk to this ghost. How often can you say that, you know? Friendly creature. Can I uncautious?
Look, what's that?
Some kind of incorporeal being. Undead, most likely.
Koru, let's destroy it! No, you know, this, once again, this could be a friendly ghost situation. I say we go with Fasima. I say we try to give it a little chat, a little chatterooski.
I'll take information where I can get it, even from a ghost.
See? Wise. Infinite wisdom. Fasima automatically succeeds on an insight check. Dialogues are revealed. Okay. So we can either, we have questions, or we can try to intimidate the ghost? I mean, what does the ghost have to fear from us that's already dead? But it has a 55% chance of success. Let's try to approach with a little diplomacy and see what happens.
Hello, could we ask you some questions?
Hello, I'm Angbi Cramson of the Guild of Antiquarians. Or at least I used to be.
Oh, I love this
What
guy's
can you tell
voice
us about
already.
the castle? Who lives there?
2 women, a high elf but living and quite old. She's a necromancer of some sort.
And the other?
Once human, but definitely undead now. The Defiler, I think. And she had a gang of ghouls with her.
Mike Myers. What did I say about ghouls? What did I say about ghouls?
There's a garrison,
This ain't my first D&D
skeletons
game.
mostly. I avoided them too.
Oh,
I
skeletons?
think we know enough now. Thank you.
Actually, I was hoping to ask you a greater favor.
Yeah, this guy definitely sounds like Mike Myers doing
I was killed in
the
cemetery.
the character
are
from
here
Gold
somewhere.
Gold
And you'd like us
member?
to take them
No,
to
no,
the
no.
burial
The second
so you
one.
can find peace.
Spy who shagged me. Get in my belly. Yeah, exactly.
But they got a little scattered. The walls, you see.
Oh, no, that's just rude.
Oh no,
As
that's
far as
just
I can
rude.
Feel they are in 3 separate places.
Well, that's just you all over.
It's not just about burial, though of course I'd be grateful for that too. Since I
Oh,
was
we're
a
gonna.
kid,
Aw.
I carried on studying this.
Yeah, I want to help bury
Can't
this
touch
guy. He seems
material
super
things,
chill.
including pens, so I couldn't update my journal.
Now, that's what I call a work ethic.
And since my spirit is bound to my mortal remains, I can't return to Caer Kieflin to report in person.
Well, it just turns
If you
out that
take
we
my
go
bones
there all the
back,
time.
Perhaps my spirit could travel with them, and the knowledge I've recovered won't be lost.
Yo, Angbi's. I'm smitten with this guy. He got a cute accent. He's a ghost. Oh, I love it. Yeah, we're gonna help
We will
you.
do as you ask. Angbi Cranston of the Antiquarians.
Ghost best friend. Ghost best friend. Okay, so we have to find. Ooh, okay. So if I go to my quest journal, and I go to my adventure log, Angbi's bones. Find the third. Oh, so the bones that I found reminds me of the Ghost Quest and Legend of Zelda on Game Boy. Oh yeah, I guess like what's the word? It's a pretty common, I guess you know, RPG trope to have to recover the remains. I guess it just depends on if the character's charming enough and you like them. You know, that's what really sells it. But I guess maybe that those bones that we found in the cemetery, yeah, graveyard. Well, why can't I think of words? Was actually already the first group, so I had a schedule. But we can also track this to find the other bones. If anybody here watches, I think you should leave. The bones are their money, so are the worms. What's this? Iron Legion, the Glorious Dead. Well, that sounds like there's gonna be a fight in there, probably, right? Should I open it? I mean, well, there's a coffin in there. I feel like you're not gonna give me all these cool tombs if there's not something awesome in there. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Okay. Very little resistance. Oh, this is like oh, we go down? Is that what that means?
The outside graves were likely for servants and guards. The mausoleum holds a few burials, but its main purpose is to hide this secret entrance. The most important graves are in the catacombs down below.
Wow, Fasima, you know a lot about dead people.
You mean rich?
Yeah, Koruk's got the right idea. Down here's where all the rich people live. Maybe that's where we go. Beans! Eat that meat, Beans, you growing boy. Oh. Beans appreciates it. Beans needs to... Oh, Beans is also having a problem. Okay, there we go. Beans came back into reality. Thank you all. You know, Beans really appreciates all of your charitable donations to his belly. He's a growing boy. All right, let's... I know, right? It was like really trying to figure out what it wanted to do there. Yeah, maybe we go into this tomb, right? Like, Koruk had the right idea. There's probably rich people buried in here. Oh, and there's some ghouls, right? Oh, they're gonna see us. They're just walking right toward us. Not just. Yeah, I'm about to say I shouldn't even try to hide. There was no point. 2 ghouls though? I mean, like, this is kind of. I don't think we have anything to worry about here. I could be wrong. I say that now, and then something really bad's gonna happen to me, right? Oh, darn it. Oh, but I have 2 attacks now. Very sweet. Okay. Yeah, let's just do a regular shot. We don't need to do anything too crazy.
Well struck.
And we get to look right at Adrax's torso the entire time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 attacks per hit? Oh, baby, this feels good. Oh, I'm feeling some type of way about that. Alright, we're just gonna move back. And we are going to... In turn, we don't need to cast a spell. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, too, level 5 is also, speaking of our casters, where our cantrips up a level. So they'll actually roll 2d10 or like 2d8 as opposed to like 1d8, which is huge stuff. Oh, yeah.
Solasta, Evo, Malmis.
Oh, these ghoulies. These ghoulies never stood a chance, baby. Oh, yeah, just let Koru get up in here. Just let Koru get up in here. Oh, enter the castle's courtyard. Oh, was this an alternate way into the castle? Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go reckless, just to end this fight. Yeah. Got 2 attacks on this? Absolutely. Ugh. How empowering does it feel to have all... Oh, wait. I just realized that there are now 3 more ghouls in the initiative order. Okay, maybe I should be a little bit more concerned. I don't know where they are, though, which is a little concerning. But with how we just dealt with those, maybe it's fine. Let's just move Fasima up here. Do I even really need to cast the spell right now? Maybe not. Maybe I just switch to her spear, and I take the dodge action, just to protect her against any enemies that might show up and turn. Yeah, where are these little creepers at? These little creepy crawlies. They're moving. Oh, you're just crawling above. You're just crawling on the walls. How come everything we fight has the ability to crawl up walls? Like a little spooky gremlin. Yeah, let's move our camera here. Oh, but you didn't do... Oh, you poor things! Ugh. Yeah, just line up. Just keep them coming. Ugh. Gosh. These extra attacks. I'm like... It feels so good. Even when you miss. Even when you miss, it feels good. Alright, so we're gonna end Gwyn's turn. I don't think I want to use any of my spells. I don't think I really need to. Like, so far the ghouls haven't proven to be too tricksy. Yeah, select you.
Solasta, Evo.
Malmeet! Or Malmis?
Not bad, eh?
Malmeet. And turn, and then Korug, just go reckless, baby. Put him back in the ground. Put him back in the ground. I do like the design of the ghouls, though. I like that they kind of have those little undertusks. It's a cool little touch. You don't see those on a lot of... Okay, so, okay, let's switch. Yeah, this one we can actually see now, so we can cast a spell on it. Let's go with Sacred Flame. Classic. Target you up here. But you're a tricksy one. You're a little fast one. You got a little fast feet. It's all right. Yeah, crawl down here. Crawl down here. Give it a shot. Give me a swing.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Dude, Korug didn't even feel it. 'Tis but a scratch. Okay. These are all the ghouls, right? I'm not going to see, like, any... Oh, can I get up here? No. Oh, I can get up here, though. Interesting. I can get up on these battlements? What is up here? Oh, this is an interesting arena. We could do a lot of, like, kind of creeping around. I dig it. Okay, so then let's attack. I should generate more arrows with her quiver soon. She's getting low. Boom. Nice. And then as long as this one hits, we'll get the extra damage from Colossus Slayer. Which might be enough to put it in the ground. Ah, it's gonna be a miss. Oh! Oh! Surprise, surprise! With the keen eagle eyes of Gwynhaleth. Oh, this level 5 shit feels good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Cast a spell. Same thing. I'm not gonna use any of my resources. Like, if we're going into a keep with a necromancer, and what do they say? There was like a necromancer and, oh, what? Oh, look at that fireball spell. Oh, not yet. Not yet, but oh, is that gonna feel good? A necromancer, and they called the other person a defiler, was once alive but is now no longer alive. I'm not familiar with that term in like the equivalent of D&D, right? So, oh wow, max damage on that, I think. So it's either something they've created specifically for this game monster-wise, or perhaps it's more like a title that's like specific to the lore of like the Solasta world, but I'm not familiar with what a defiler is. Unless I'm just dumb, you know? That's also an option. We never want to write that out of our possibilities. Yeah, ghoul done. Get out of here. Clean them up. Go to bed. Dang. Dang. When you hit that level 5 and you get strong. Maybe a vampire? That's a cool call. I mean, oh man, but if we're fighting a vampire at level 5 though, that's like, I don't know if we're making it through that one. Okay, we did open. Didn't look like we did. Yeah, vampires would be a very strong opponent for us right now, I think. Unless it was like a vampire spawn. But then that would also imply the existence of another vampire somewhere else, I guess. Okay, so there's definitely a big stone up there that looks like we can push over. But do we want to? Do we need to right now? I say we just keep... Oh, this door cannot be opened. Okay. So, note taken. Can we get up here? Is this a place we can go? Oh yeah, we can. The party can climb up here. Oh, fun.
I know kids who do that faster.
Alright, Vasima. Chill. Yeah, I like that we kind of have this, like... We can do this sort of height advantage kind of thing. That's fun. Yeah, see, now we can, like, look down on the skeletons over here. Oh, there's one up there, though. Oh, they saw us. Never mind. Oh, and they're already climbing. Okay, they're wasting no time. Alright, maybe we use resources for this fight. Maybe we do that. Okay, so first things first. Yeah, how many do we have here? 1, 2, at least 4. But these are also skeletons, like, and those are weaker than ghouls. I mean, there is a long rest zone right outside of here. Well, we'll give them a regular non-rage tap and see what happens. Yeah, I mean, one shot. I mean, lay down, go to bed. you got other places to be. We'll throw Korug down here. Yeah, don't even use the vines. Just get in the mix, baby. And then we'll end our turn here. Okay, there's some more archers over here. Some ranged attacks too. Alright, we'll keep an eye. We'll keep an eye on them. What we might do... Oh, darn it, I said I was going to use her quiver to make more arrows, and then I didn't. Because I am a very smart, intelligent, cool person. I should probably use her to start fighting the other archers. Why don't I... Let's just see what a regular shot does first before I go using our spells. Well, the first one misses, so not much, it turns out. Let's try again. Okay. I'm still unconvinced about using resources right now. But perhaps I will just sort of put my back against this wall to make the skeletons have a harder time getting to us. Oh, also, Fasima's a cleric. Fasima might be able to just channel divinity these jokesters into oblivion. They'd kind of have to get all near her. Let's see. Let's see. If I go down here... Once again, that's a resource, though. What would that be under? Use a power, I bet. Turn undead. Channel divinity forces creatures within 6 cells of you who can see you to flee unless they make a successful saving throw. Undead creatures with a challenge rating of 0.5 or lower that fail the saving throw are instead instantly destroyed. Which is awesome. I love that the effect under properties reads as instant kill. Can you instantly kill what hath already been slain? That is the question of the ages. But what if let's see, it's within 6 cells, is it worth it? I feel like we can get a bigger bang for our buck on that. There's no other... I feel like we're gonna get into a boss fight where there's gonna be more skeletons than just 2, right? Like, that's pretty classic necromancer stuff. So we'll just stab at it with our spear, see what happens.
You like it?
Oh, Fasima. You like it? When I poke you with this spear? Let's go to... Yeah, I think we need to put pressure on the skeletons up on the battlements, right? Right? Let's try that. Oh, I can... but once again, options. Let's just do them normal. Fire, 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 fire. Why can't I fire? Do I not have line? I should have line.
Solasta,
there we go.
Evo Malmis.
Nice. I'm glad you said the comment about poking before I did. I always have to be 2 steps ahead of you, Mochi. Otherwise, I won't have any jokes for stream. No, I appreciate your gags and your gaffes as much as the next person. But it is true, I gotta be on my game. End turn. 2-step is one of my nicknames. Why? Because everyone has to be 2 steps ahead of you? Whoa, did you see that skeleton just jump from one side of the tower to the other? That is a very athletic skeleton. Okay. So you're gonna shoot down here. Fair. Alright, depending on how things go with Koru, we might end up raging. Just to make sure some of his health remains. Although, honestly, we can go to the long rest zone outside of here. He's eating his Wheaties. I don't know where they're going. They're just sliding right down his little rib cage. Oh, an enforcer. A skeletal enforcer sounds like a bit of a meaner target. Let's go rage. Koru's had enough of getting bossed around. Reckless attack. Oh, and a miss, Koru with advantage? Crazy. Try it again. Wow, a 1 and then a 2 with advantage? Oof, that's rough. Oh, that's big rough. Okay, end turn. Okay. Luckily, Koru now has the extra health that's helping him out. Oh, I can climb up these. Oh, no shit, I can get up here? Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm loving the verticality of this. Oh, yeah, look at her go! I'm loving the verticality of this fight and getting up on, like, the battlements and stuff. That's cool. That's very fun. Oh, darn it, but I need more arrows. Use item. Oh, I don't... before I do that, if I go to the inventory, do I not already have... No. I have accidentally not given her enough arrows. Okay, so we're going to use item. We're going to generate 20 arrows. Can do this every hour. Now I shouldn't have climbed up here, huh? Darn it. Okay, well, fair. At least, does the arrows go straight to the inventory? Yeah, so I'll make sure to equip them. I'm a fool. I am but a fool. That's alright. That's still pretty cool that she climbed up on the battlements. End turn. Fasima, let's see if you can finish off this little jokester here. Dang. The gang is rolling low. The skeletons cannot have high AC. They literally are not wearing armor. Oh, he cannot climb because his strength score is not that high, which does make a certain degree of sense. Alright, so then why don't you help down here? Let's try and get rid of some of... do I want to twin? We've missed a couple turns. Why not? Select 2 targets, creature, object. I cannot? You will not let me? Do not have line of sight. Is that what the problem is? Maybe. Maybe so. Yeah, I bet you that's what it is. Let's get here. Cast spell. Firebolt. Let's do twin. Let's click a 1 and a 2. Alright. Let's spread some love around. Malmis. Oh, that was 1 hit, 1 miss. Man, the party's really, like, biffing those attack rolls. These skeletons cannot be that evasive. Well, then I guess then they rolled a 5, so all's fair. And, okay. Oh. Wait. Does a critical hit? Oh, it did 3 times 6. Okay, I'm about to say a critical hit did 3 damage. No, but that did 6, which still isn't terrible for a crit. We've taken far worse crits in our lives together. All right, so we're gonna go. I'm just gonna keep going reckless. I have all this health. Okay.
Good.
One more. Come on, tap him in. Tap him into the grave. Yes. Oh, and then this other one just appeared. Where did you come from? Where did you come from, friendo, fella? Oh, there's more. Okay, okay. I see, I see. Are they storming the courtyard now? The skeletons are all calciumed up. They got them thick bones. Those 2C thick bones. They've been eating their Flintstones vitamins. Oh my god. Every time they run around, they make the sound of like when they're revving up the cars in the Flintstones, like and they like chase us. Alright, so now we're back on the battlements with a full quiver of arrows. I like the way that sounds. So why don't we gotta... Why are all of these red lines on us? I guess because Gwyn's in line of sight of all of the enemies. Ugh, don't love that. Let's actually throw a Hunter's Mark up. Why not? You know? You know? Because the Hunter's Mark can actually last this entire fight. In theory. Nice.
Didn't get me.
We won't be able to move it again this turn since we just cast it, but we can at least plunk another... Actually, before we move, let's cancel. Let's move to the other battlement and get a better bead on these enemies. Yeah, this is cool. Gwyn's like running from rooftop to rooftop. She's doing some real like Legolas shit right now. Just like running from the battlements, shooting at people in the castle. This is fun. I dig that. All right, yeah, let's plug you full of holes. Ah, it's a miss though.
No.
Come on, Gwyn. Maybe I'll jump down here just to get a bit of extra cover. At least I think I'm gonna need a little extra cover. Looks like I would. And end my turn. Fasima's been missing these skeletons this whole time. But maybe you'll get lucky. I don't feel like we need a healing spell yet. Too shy! And turn. Yeah, I'm going to be very conservative. I feel like this is just the beginning of the... I mean, literally, it is the castle. This is the first fight we've had in the castle. I honestly didn't know we were going to go in the castle. I thought I was spelunking into a random tomb, and then it led us into here. So, we're learning a lot. We're going to ignore... I don't want to use another meta magic. We'll just try and splatter the skelly.
Solasta,
See what happens.
Nice move.
Nice. Hell yeah. Ooh. No, we don't wanna make ourselves a bigger target. I think Adraxis will stay there for now. And then we'll go back up here. Okay. Oh, alright. I still kept control of Hunter's Mark, which is the important thing. Come on, Skellies, come join the fight. Come be ground into bone dust like the rest of your worthless brothers. Alright, you're gonna climb up here. Alright. Okay. You're gonna... okay, you're just gonna shoot and, like, a little run away. Trying to get a little fancy with it. This one's gonna die. I'm going to proclaim you dead now. I'm going to reckless attack. I've made a decree. It is that you shall die. No. Why'd you... with the miss. How do you have advantage and roll 2 4s? My guy. My little baby boy. Oh, but that's a dead. That's a big dead. All right, then we're gonna move up front here. We'll just put him in front of all the enemies because that's where Code wants to be anyway. And then end turn. Yep, you're gonna fire Korug. That's fine. I don't even think Korug felt that. Literally took 1 piercing damage. Look at this! Look at her jumping! Oh, I love it. She's going all the way. She's like jumping to the other. Oh, that's so badass. Yeah, do it. Jump. Oh, it's so cinematic. I love it. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so let's move our target. Do any of these guys have damage on them yet? No. So let's just make this one fresh and fire just like point blank range into your stupid skeleton head. Yeah. Yeah. One more. Mochi, why did you say... No. I was gonna say, Mochi, why did you curse us? She rolled a 5 and missed. But then that still hit somehow? I'm not complaining. Hell yeah, Gwyn. Do it up. Oh, so badass. Okay. And then, yeah, get down off there. Oh, this skeleton... you know, look, like, just imagine you're probably rattling. You're just like over here, like, just watched your friend get smote by elvish fury. All right, let's move up here. Actually, if I move over here, do I get like some sort of maybe flanking bonus or something like that? Would be pretty spicy. Would you let me? And then I'll let you stab you from behind. No, obviously not. Darn it. Okay, that's fine. Fasima, you're really kind of letting me down here with these botched attack rolls. Granted, no, you're really kind of our main healer. We haven't really needed it yet, so I guess I'll take what I can get. Do I maybe soften up some of these far friends? Yeah, let's soften them up. Let's soften them up. Ooh, I thought that looked... Oh, it was a critical miss. It looked like it was good, but then it hit the feetsies. Just gave him a case of those hot tootsies at the last second. Alright, skeleton. Oh, okay. That's fine. Just... Oh, yeah. Oh, run away. Oh, I'm gonna... Look, I can climb up things, too. I'm cool. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Skeleton Enforcer... Look at all these little treasures we're gonna be able to pick up after this. Okay. Literally doing 1 point of damage to me. You can... Yeah, and run away. And run away. Reckless attack. Come on. Come on, Korug. There we go. That's the 15 is what we want, not 4s. Give this another whack. Okay. Alright, so Skeletal Enforcers, as the name implies, does have a... They got a bit more rattle to them. Alright, so if I switch my target, I'm gonna throw Hunter's Mark up on you now. And I'm actually gonna switch up into my swords, I think. Because that way, if you try and move away from me, I get an opportunity attack on you. No. Oh!
Die like the rest.
Never mind. Doesn't even matter. No opportunity attack for you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Gwyn. Gwyn's like... Gwyn's all-star in this fight right now, while Fasima, I think, has not made a single attack yet. Here we go, Fasima. Time to show your stuff. Alright. Very good. At least you're consistent. You are staying consistent, and that's what's important. Let's do another fireball. Clean up this guy.
Solasta.
Come on.
Malmis.
We got 2d10 on
A
this.
modest success.
And you're still... Oh, you're still hanging on. I thought we had you. Alright, and turn. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing real good. Oh, I did not realize the Skeletal Enforcer gets 2 attacks. Skeleton Archer is attacking Draxus. You can use shield. No. That's the first attack that a Draxus is going to hit for 4... Oh, actually, I don't know if it's going to be 4 damage. I'm reading up here. No, it's not worth the spell slot, I don't think.
You've seen worse.
Exactly. Thank you, Fasima. Right, you're gonna hit for exactly 1 point of damage. You little baby hit. You little tiny baby hit. Alright, so let's give you a smackaroo. Oh, Korug. Oh, should have went reckless. That was my bad, actually. I won't go reckless this time, then. I'll just hope I get lucky.
You're
Yeah.
not coming back.
If I would have went reckless, I probably would have saved myself 1 attack. That's alright. Let's just move up here. Actually, maybe here? Korug can actually climb on stuff, I bet. Yeah, let's get you here. Alright, and we're gonna end turn. Oh my god, Gwyn doing just the coolest shit. Alright, Gwyn, let's get you up on this parapet. Ba-ba. With your dual swords looking like a swashbuckling pirate. Switch to your bow. And let's give you... I can switch your target. Let's put it on you. Yeah. And then give you a good old arrow shot. Ooh, that's gonna be a miss.
You'll die anyway.
Technically already dead, but I appreciate the gumption. Okay. Was that a single... Dang. Yeah, how much damage was that? 15? Because that was 1 shot. So we know that at the very minimum they have, or maximum, they have 15 HP. Because 10 plus 4 plus 1. Dang. That was a sharp shot. And turn. Fasima. Fasima, let's try something different, huh? Huh, hun? Because you've not done anything yet. Oh, what's this spell? Oh, that's right, I learned slow. That's going to be very good for, like, a boss fight. I'm not going to waste it now. That's going to be very good for, like, a boss fight. I'm going to use... Let's switch her up. Let's try to use a spell. Although, because he's using a bow, the likelihood that he has pretty decent dex is high. But we'll go on a gamble. Oh, but still hit. Also, I just noticed that, like, the door looks absolutely cursed to this place. It's, like, radiating red evil energy. So, I mean, that's probably something we'll have to deal with. Firebolt. Come on, I gotta have the range for that. Ignore.
Solasta. Evil.
Malmis. Nice. Oh, hell yeah. Oh.
You there! Stop! Don't move! Who are you?
This has got to be the Defiler, right? The person who has the Hades haircut from from the Hercules. Hi, I'm Hades, Lord of the Dead. How you doing? I haven't been this choked up since I got a hunk of moussaka caught in my throat. Huh? Sorry, I love Hercules. That's like my #1 favorite Disney movie. We should negotiate. We should trick him. Ooh, interesting. We should attack. We should negotiate. We should trick him. I'm going to go with the Draxus on this one. It's got the +7 deception. That's interesting. Adam the 12th, this creature's name was.
Look, I can tell you're very important and a long-serving officer, so I won't waste your time. The fact is, I'm with the Imperial Intelligence Service. The others don't know, but our mission has been ordered by the Emperor himself. Our orders are to meet with your master and ask him certain questions. Nothing more than that.
Wow, Draxus. Oh, dang, it's a failure.
But I'm not stupid. The Empire fell 1,000 years ago. There is no Emperor.
Damn.
Take your lies and get out.
Adam the 12th. Well, alright, so we got kicked out from the front. Oh, but all of our loot's in there. It's alright, we know how to get back in. we know the secret way in. We know the secret way in. Or what happens if I just go to the door? Are they gonna be bad? Not quite. Can I talk to you? Are you gonna get mad? If I just... It's interesting. They're not trying to, like, kill us or anything. Well, I mean, except for the ones that did try to kill us. But... No, okay. Alright. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know if I wanted to start this fight. I thought maybe... What do I do? Should I just go for it? Or do we load a previous save? I think I just did one that was like a second ago. Right, 811. I don't know if I want to get... I don't know if I want to fight him. I mean, we have more than enough resources, but it kind of seems like they're chill. And, like, maybe they would, like, negotiate with us or something. I didn't realize it was going to start a fight if I just opened up the door. This is our quick save. I just did a quick save, though. What do I do? I don't think I want to fight him. Let's try this. I did just do a quick save after we ended the fight. If not, we'll just go back for it. It's fine. Oh, whoa! What's gonna happen with Beans? Whoa, Beans... Beans suddenly has a very, like, far-off look in their eye. Oh, yeah, they're... Beans suddenly looks like they've seen some shit. That's hilarious. But still wearing the crown. You can't take the crown from Beans. Thank you, Mochi. Yeah, I was right. Beans is so sad they don't have a Valentine. Why would you just assume that Beans doesn't have a Valentine? We don't know that. Maybe they do. And you know what? Even if Beans doesn't have a Valentine, it's okay. You know? I'm pretty sure I don't. And I'm feeling okay about it. You know, if you just gotta do you this Valentine's Day, you just be you, you know? Alright. Let's poke around this graveyard a little more before we get into unnecessary fights with Adam the 12th. Let's crack open this sarcophagi. Ooh, a dagger, some gold. I mean, don't mind if I do. We're still trying to look for Cramson's bones, too. I think all of these, yeah, these are just descriptions. These are just little bone descriptions. Okay. And this is going to lead to the secret entrance of the keep. So we don't want to go there yet because we don't want to fight Adam if we don't have to yet. Also, his name's Adam. Like, he's such a spooky, Skeletor-looking dude.
I am Adam, the most fearsome creature in all the land. Fear the name Adam, as it makes your ankles shake and quiver.
Alright, let's try the other side of the castle. We've explored that side pretty thoroughly, it seems. And we know there's a long rest zone there, so why don't we go this way? See what we got cooking. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How about cooking something up for me? Oh, there's a wolf. It was the first name he saw in the Book of Names. Yeah, he gets, like, resurrected, and he's like,
Adam sounds spooky.
Alright, these wolves are just very chill. Talbot the Grey. Oh, Talbot the Grey has one of the cool, daddy hat cloaks on. These are probably his wolves, I assume.
Who's this? Seems to like wolves.
Could be a ranger. Could be a werewolf. Could be something else.
Wow, Korug. Excellent deductive skills there. Could be a guy. Could be a monster. Could be a piece of cake. Could be the very concept of loneliness. Could be. All right, okay, we're well aware you can name things that you know about. Our options are: let's talk to him, let's get out of here, or just do a murder of a stranger in the bog. You know, let's open up. Let's try to break the ice here before we break some jaws.
He might know something about the castle. It can't hurt to ask.
Yeah, Fasima. Apply some diplomacy. Oh, that armor is so cool. I'd love to get that armor for Gwen to make her look all, like, spooky and shroudy. Select an answer. My options are, hello, from Adraxos, get over here, from Korug. It looks like hello's going to be only slightly more, effective in this scenario. But we'll give it a shot. Let's try and be charming.
Hello. We come in peace. Can we talk to you?
Oh, that's a good roll there,
Talk then,
Adraxos.
and stay where you are. I can hear you well enough from here.
We're interested in the castle. Can you tell us anything about it?
Yeah.
Not much. What do you want to know?
I don't know anything, but I'll answer your questions. Let's start with who is its ruler.
Who rules the castle? Or should I ask what rather than who?
Name's Mardracht.
Mardracht.
But I've never met him.
Probably undead. Why do you say that?
Undead or necromancers, my guess.
Okay.
Everyone I've seen there is undead.
That's interesting. Is Modrak, did he say Modrak was, like, using he pronouns? Because I thought the ghost said the necromancer was a lady? Maybe I'm mixing up the characters. That's interesting, though. Is there a third spooky character? Who lives there?
Who lives there? What can you tell us about them?
I deal with the guard captain. Name's Adam the 12th. Undead now. He lets us hunt here, and we tell him who comes and goes.
Yeah, we
Sounds
met
like
Adam.
a good arrangement. So you've never been inside the castle?
No.
And there's no one else outside the castle?
Just a ghost. A dwarf. Doesn't seem dangerous.
We've met him. Chill guy. Interesting. He's like, I don't know anything about the castle. I do regularly talk with the undead guard captain, though. I have an ongoing arrangement with, like, the defender of the keep. But other than that, I don't know anything. How's the strong as the garrison?
What's the garrison like? Strong? Weak? Monsters?
Cake.
Captain's a wraith, or something similar. The guards mostly skeletons.
Undead? What other abominations are in there?
That's what
Fasima,
I've
we've
from
seen this.
outside. Never been inside.
Okay, so nothing we really didn't already know except the name of the ruler,
Many thanks for the
Madroct.
information. I didn't catch your name.
Talbot.
Talbot. Okay. So, okay, Talbot's pretty cool. I don't think there's any reason to try and get into his house or do anything weird. Okay, so I feel like if we try to go towards his house, that's gonna start some sort of drama. And Talbot is, we don't want to start any drama with Talbot. So, okay, so then what do we do? It kind of feels like we have to go back to the keep, right? I mean, this is kind of a dead end. No pun intended, an undead end. Unless, like, there's more to the bog through his house, but I feel like, well, what happens if we talk to him again? Will he give us, like, another option? Like, hey, let us go through your house, my friend, my guy?
Peace.
No.
Before I get tired of being peaceful.
Yeah, see, we're wearing out our welcome with Talbot. I don't think we want to start a fight with him. I don't want to murder this dude and his wolves. Alright, I say we go back to the graveyard. I mean, maybe we just gotta fight, Adam. I know I restarted because I didn't want to, but, like, all roads seem to be pointing towards the garrison, right? If I go to I have a map, right? Take a short rest. Open a map of the location. Keep entrance. Yeah, this door's locked. That's Talbot's place. Basket of unknown contents. Is there a way to get... Oh, what's this? Is that the tree I didn't knock down? A basket of Yeah, can I explore more of this bog? Let's see. We got a lot of baskets hanging out here. Everyone just leaving their... This is basket bog. There's a basketball joke somewhere in there that I can't get to. Basket bog, basketball. Can I? Okay. Oh no, this just takes us back to... Huh. Interesting. I thought maybe we could... No path to destination. Oh, is the tree the path to the destination that I didn't knock over this time around? We've learned the arcane lore of knocking over trees to get to baskets. Or no? Yeah, no, that was it. I mean, I'm almost positive. Ooh. Ooh, what is this? A scroll of fear. A farewell letter. That seems important. A farewell letter. Let's go to our inventory. That looks like it has story. Farewell. A rolled seal letter in a case. Can I? No? Read. Oh, okay. If this is found, please forward to my wife, L. No, that doesn't give me a lot. Address is at the bottom. L. For 30 years, I always promised to come back safely to you. This time, I'm going to be late. It was a spectacular battle, but this beast was better than my sword. I will light the fire and wait by the door until you get here. Love, Jay. Okay. Sad. Is this like, is this gonna be like an Easter egg for something? Or maybe it'll become relevant. Okay. So, I'm kind of getting the vibe here that maybe we've done all we can do in the bog. Although there's bones to be found. There's dwarf bones to be found, right? It wouldn't be in the castle. Right? I wanna help our little friend with his afterlife crisis. It's one thing to have a midlife crisis. It's an entirely other thing to have a post-life crisis. Can I go? I can't travel through any of this darkened stuff. No, it's not like a fog of war situation. It's not like Warcraft 3. For any of you familiar with Warcraft 3. Okay. Let's... Man, do you remember when Warcraft 3 came out with, what was it, Reforged, and they just fumbled it? So bad. Like, I heard, like, people were just not pleased with it whatsoever. And, like, how? How do you break that game that, like, was so good and made people love your stuff? Sigh. Funny story about me in Warcraft 3, actually, when I was in high school, middle school, whenever that came out for me. I was young. I was a youngling. It was actually one of the first games I learned how to use the creation kit on, because they had a built-in creation editor. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's inside the keep? I think I have to go inside the keep again. I'm going to take a long rest and go inside the keep, and maybe we just have to fight Adam. I didn't really want to. He seemed like we could have had a chance of negotiating with him, but maybe that chance is over. I learned how to use the creation editing tools, and because it was built into the game. And at first, I would just like make maps and stuff, because it was just sort of like playing with the little terrain editor and things like that. I just played them like with myself. I didn't like upload them or anything. But one thing that I thought was really cool was I learned eventually how to use the unit editor, so you can make your own units. And in Warcraft 3, pretty much pioneered for at least the Warcraft series of games. I don't know if it was a kind of a first in genre thing or not. You've already performed a long rest today. Would you like to wait until the start of a new day? Not yet, actually. I want to do one other thing before I do that. Can I generate more arrows for Gwyn? I don't think I can yet. I am going to take the arrows that I just found with Korug. I'm going to give them to Gwyn. I'm going to put them in this stack. There we go. Use power. Primeval awareness. I forgot that I got this. Detects the presence of certain creature types in the location. Huh. Can I use this for undead? I could use it for undead. That seems incredibly useful. For this particular scenario, mental note taken. But I learned how to use the unit editor. Couldn't remember the word I just said. And like I said, at least in Warcraft's terminology, it pioneered the hero unit for that genre of game. And I learned how to make my own hero units, and that was really fun because it was kind of like, you know, doing character creation, kind of like game design. Like I was thinking like, oh, if I could have like my own hero character, like what kind of abilities or spells would I want them to have? Like how would they be useful for like the armies that you know that are in the game and things like that. And I got to the point where not only could I design the characters, but I learned how you could insert them into maps. Like you could, in Warcraft 3, in one of the expansions, there was like a building that you could hire mercenaries from, like mercenary units. And I was able to put the hero units that I made into the mercenary hut, so that I could go and like hire my own heroes to play like in that like skirmish with me. Super fun, super cool. I loved Warcraft 3. I was very much a big Warcraft 3 nerd. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're just gonna save, and we're just gonna maybe go back. Oh, and then yeah, we're gonna Gwyn. Oh no, Gwyn, don't go by yourself, please. You're tough, and you did some really cool stuff that last fight, but I think this is gonna be better if all of the Beatles show up for the concert and not just you. Let's actually generate you some more arrows, though. We're gonna have you a full quiver. A full quiver, baby. Look at all these pointy sticks you can shoot at people who make you mad. Don't say I never did anything nice for you, Gwyn. Don't say I never did anything nice for you. Alright, so we know we're looking for your bones. I'll be back for them later. I guess a little nervous. If we get into a fight with Adam, we get into a fight with Adam. I guess there's really no going around it. And we definitely have all of our resources now and all of our spells, so I don't think it'll be too taxing. Oof. Stretch time. Gave you a free stretch, you didn't have to redeem it. How generous. How generous am I? Alright, yeah, let's go into here. There's also, when we went through the battlements too, yeah, there was like other places to go. So generous. I try, you know, I'm really here to give the people what they want, which is bad dad jokes. Oh wait, we can go in here too. Ooh. What is this? Is this even deeper? Maybe we can just avoid Adam altogether. What is here?
This drain could be a way in.
Into what? The bathroom's one way and the cesspool the other? Suppose we get down there and it's just 6-inch pipes.
Then we'll look for another way in, but let's try it first.
Ooh, intriguing. All right, maybe we don't have to go after Adam anyway. Just before I go in, that's where all my hopes and dreams go. What, into the sewers of 6-inch pipes? All right. Listen, there will be no dead dreams on this stream. This stream is for living dreams. Well, I guess maybe undead dreams in this particular scenario. We'll also accept undead dreams, where dreams have died and they rise up again. All right, let's mix it up. Let's get into the sewers. Classic sewer heist. Classic little sewer heist situation. Press any key to start.
Tell me we're not going back in there.
Yeah, okay. See, it pays to be a little nosy. You poke your head in where it doesn't belong, and eventually you'll find something of use. Okay. Ooh. Open or close this door. That's just a secret-ass wall, my guy. Can I access it? Do I just go for the first secret door that I see? Or is that a trap? This is upstairs. What is this? Loot this container. Yeah, let's do some looting first before we start opening secret doors. Watch it be like a bookcase that like spins around. And crafting manual for 5 basic poisoned arrows and a scroll of revivify. If there's one thing that we've learned about this game so far is that if there's a scroll of revivify nearby, that probably means you're going to get into a big scary fight that's bad for you. Alright, so let's maybe attach some items to people that may need them. Gwen's got all of her arrows stocked. I need to get her a different component pouch situation. We're going to give the big potion to Korug, because he's got that big boy health pool. We're going to give... Korug has a stack of 5 regular potions. Let's give those to Fasima, because she needs to stay up to heal other people. Let's give... Oh, we can't give a scroll revivify. Yeah. Actually. Let's give... I'm torn. Let's give the small potions to Adraxis. And let's give the scroll of revivify to Fasima on the off chance that we need to use it to save someone from a from an all but certain death. I'll actually put stacks. I think I have a couple scrolls of revivify at this point. I will give her a couple different stacks of it just in case something goes mad sideways. In this very secretive, spooky temple or castle, I should say. I have all these scrolls too. A scroll for 5 times 2. Oh my god, they really are expecting us to just bite it. Yeah, let's put that in there. Adraxis. Scroll of Haste is very good. Scroll of Fire, Scroll of Fireball. I already know Fireball. Scroll of Lightning Bolt, Scroll of Sleep. Whew, I feel like maybe... Can I cast this right from here? Cast Detect Magic? Yeah, why not? It's on a scroll. Magic detected. Nice. Good for us. I guess we're gonna poke at this hidden door. We'll see if we can open it. Alright, creep your way. So I creep, yeah. Nice. Oh, we love a good secret hidden door. Oh, okay. A zombie. And if you didn't see the scroll for... yeah, exactly. If you didn't think you needed the scroll for 5, here's just a handful of them. Just, you know, just in case. Actually, nothing that I want to do since I remembered it. Let's actually activate her Primeval Awareness. And set it to... Ooh, Undead. I didn't realize that I picked that as her favorite enemy. That's pretty cool. Well, obviously, I think we just have to shoot this zombie. Get this party started. I cannot see this target. I don't know about that. I'm pretty aware of that zombie as far as I can tell. I mean, I'm actually primevally aware of him as of just a moment ago. Oh, there's a bunch of you, huh? There's just a bunch of you clambering around. Oh, you're gonna get seen. You're gonna get seen. Or maybe not. Where are you going? Oh, this is interesting. Can we keep moving? Oh my god, we're like evading the zombie patrol. Go, go, go. Oh my gosh. Whoa, that was cool. Spooky. I feel like I'm playing Metal Gear Solid right now. Just avoiding zombie patrols. Whoa, this is creepy. Okay, so obviously he's standing vigil there, so let's open this door instead. Who knew there would be an unexpected stealth section? Ooh, a lab? Oh, zombie right there, though. Yeah. If I would have backed up a second earlier, that's fine. A dark apprentice. Oh, evil magic person, huh? Okay. Let's move, oh. There's red zones up here near the spell thing. I don't know if I should be worried about that. Let's move you up here. Quick, find a cardboard box.
Otacon, I seem to be surrounded by zombies. Snake? Zombies? Those were once alive!
Kind of like in my... What was that line in Metal Gear where he's like... When he sees the cyborg ninja and he's like, it's just like in one of my Japanese animes. Like, Otacon. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, these little zombaroos. These little Zambonis didn't stand a chance. Although these dark apprentices, as they are called, are probably gonna come down here and start a ruckus. But that's fine. Otacon is hot? Isn't there an ongoing trope with Otacon that he regularly pisses himself? Not judging anybody for their, not here to yuck anybody's yum. Just saying. It's something that has stuck with me, at least. Since knowing about that character. Alright, let's go over here. I'm gonna get behind this tip. Oh, I'm still sneaking. I'm a little sneaky. I'm a little sneaky spellcaster. Okay, let's do a can I reach a firebolt from here? Or am I like through too much debris? No. Just the right amount of debris. Nice.
Curses.
Lock me in a room with the Snake, Raiden, and Otacon. Oh, are you saying was Oh no, what? You never heard of that? Yeah, I'm almost I could be wrong. This is really testing my Metal Gear knowledge. I want to say, and anyone feel free to check me on this if I'm wrong. I want to say the introductory scene where you first meet Otacon, because you first get his radio signal. Wow, I'm like thinking way back. And you have to find him in the complex. And he's hiding in a locker. And he's hiding in a locker from the cyborg ninja. Gray Fox? Is that his name? Spoiler alert for like a game that's like, I don't know, 15 years old at this point or whatever. But yeah, he's hiding from the Gray Fox because the ninjas like just murdered a bunch of people. And I'm pretty sure like there's a boss fight that happens in the room where Otacon is locked inside of. And then when you pull Otacon out of the locker, he's like pissed himself because like there was a big scary fight happening. I thought maybe it had happened more than once. I could be, like I said, it's been a long time since I've played the Metal Gear series, but I thought it was like a recurring gag. I mean, those games have so many weird recurring gags, like how you always find one soldier who's taken a massive painful dump somewhere in the game. That's another game, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. I played that game to a level of I could speed run it. Like I had every special item and I could play it to the point where if I skipped all of the cutscenes and I just like barreled through with all my special items, I could beat it in like an afternoon easy. And I would sometimes just like as a lark because I was just so obsessed with it. I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure there are harder games that have come out after it, you know? Like, I haven't played a lot of the newer Metal Gears, because I went from a PS2 to an Xbox 360, and as far as I know, I don't think there's anyone that I could have played on that system. But at the time, yeah, Snake Eater was definitely one of the tougher ones. But I just knew that game, and I also knew all the tricks, right? I knew that you could, like, you could do the switching your time clock on the PS2 so that the end would die of old age preemptively before the boss fight started. You know, like I knew all of those tricks. I already had like the camo from the Sorrow, I think, that like made all of your footsteps invisible or something. Like you couldn't hear them and couldn't see them because it was like the ghost camo. So, like, granted, I had, like, the most broken character build and stuff, and I knew all the tricks, but still, yeah, I would just play the hell out of that game. Alright, Gwen's gonna get up and close and personal with this Zombo. Fourth one is, like, a movie. The fifth one was when Kojima was having drama, so to me it didn't feel like a Metal Gear game. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean... Oh, actually, that's a lie. I did play a bit of the Phantom Pain, right? Is that the one, the Phantom Pain, where you're... It's like open world. I actually do remember playing the Phantom Pain. And I remember enjoying it. But I think it was just too much for me to commit to at that point in like my life. Like I was like, oh, it's like so open world and I have to do all this exploring. And like it's super cool. But I just felt like there was just a lot going on. I loved the little wolf dog though. I had like the setup where the wolf dog had a completely non-lethal build. My entire build essentially was like a non-lethal build, and I would just like sick the wolf on people, do like the stun knife while I was like stunning someone else, so we would like double silent KO people. It was like super fun. Oh man, those games are good. All right, Gwen is just doing a good ass job on this guy. Oh, Gwen, chop him up. Oh, but it's a Zombo, so I might be able to get back up. We'll see. But chops him up good. Let's move you over here. Alright, let's see what these... Dark Apprentice is casting a spell. You can react to counter the spell. That's right, I do know counter spell now. I don't know what spells that the apprentices know. Maybe that's not something super scary. Maybe I don't want to waste a counter. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on this. If it ends up being like lightning bolt or some crazy shit. Prevent incoming attack, Dark Apprentice. No, this is probably just a necrotic blast spell. I'll see how much damage the first one does. If this ends up being catastrophic, then I might have to reconsider. No. Oh, hilarious. I have acid resistance because, as we've discovered earlier, I accidentally made Adraxis an acid dragon when he was always meant to be a fire dragon. A fortuitous amount of messing up there. How do I get to these guys, though? It seems like they're able to hit us, but there doesn't also seem to be a way into where they're attacking us from. I'm a little confused. Like, there's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't a door. Oh, no. It's a doorway. I'm smart. I've, you know, I played a video game once or twice. Let's do a dash. Do a little diddly dash. A little diddly boo. Do I have any cover if I go? I mean, I have a lot of AC. I have half plate and a shield, so I should be pretty good, but we'll just move you up there for now. Yeah, get in there. Behold the might of the gods, ye dark apprentices, apprentice. Con save 16 success. Yeah, get out of here, you jokester. Korug is also going to dash. Oh, you poor thing. That Korug is just gonna get right on you like that. I'm so sorry for the near future that you're going to experience at his hand. And then we're gonna end turn, because we don't need to rage quite yet. I think we're fine. Adraxis, though. Adraxis. Let's move you. If I move you here, what's your line of sight situation? Oh, you got everybody. Fine by me. Fun by me, baby. Cast spell. What does acidified mean? Taking acid damage each turn until the effect ends. So 0 round. Okay, so I guess this will be the last round. I didn't even notice I took damage. I'm not going to twin it. I'm not going to use that resource yet. But I will target you up there.
Solasta, Evo, Malmis.
Nice. Burning you out. Get out of here. And then end turn. Oh, yeah, it took the acid damage now. And now if we move Gwyn up here, a little bit of cover on this side. Yeah, let's move Gwyn here. Let's get Gwyn's bow out. Let's see if she can finish this jokester. Oh! I was expecting that one to be a big fat miss, but that was actually a hit. Oh, no line of sight here. What if I creep? Yeah. And then do a pot shot on this guy. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, not big damage, but Korug might be able to tap the rest out. As well as Fasima. Oh, yeah, just pin him in the corner. Just pin this poor son of a bitch in the corner. It's a dead man's party. We're just it's almost, yeah, what are you gonna do? Oh, you're still trying to cast spells at Adraxis. That's fine. Pass it. Oh, did it a Korug? Interesting. Oh, Vampiric Touch. You tried to drain my life? Well, now I'm just gonna take all of yours by axe.
Good kill.
That's the good stuff. That is the tasty, that is the spiciest meatball right there. Yeah, let's take all your stuff. Oh, a silver chalice. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, there's like, oh! And there's beds here to take a rest? I mean, what is the likelihood that it's safe to, you know, take a little nap in the middle of the undead fortress? Probably very low. But the option is available. And you know what? I appreciate that. What's this? An unidentified potion. loot. Who can identify that? Adraxis can. Let's give this to you. Let's... If I... Oh. Yeah, I think I have it as a... Oh, no, wait. Maybe it's Fasima. One of you has identify as a ritual. Yep. I just need to get my hand free. Ritual, identify, and let's identify this. Party is waiting for 10 minutes. A potion of superior healing. Now that is handy to have on a big honkin' Korug. Let's okay. Let's throw that onto Korug. All those scrolls of Revivify. And let's throw the bigger potion on Adraxis for now. I gotta switch up Gwyn's spellcasting component thing because I'm not able to hold a potion while she's holding the spellcasting component thing. Yeah, let's grab these books and shit. Take everything that ain't nailed down. Principles of Animation by Neolius Falamil. Ooh. Of course, the esteemed work of Neolius Falamil. The experiments of Aurolithas. Crack this open. A remarkable arrow times 10. What makes it so remarkable? It may be magical. Interesting. I'll take it. May is a pretty wide interpretation of events. Alright. A dart. I'm probably not going to use it, but I'll take it. I'll sell it later. Oh, gosh. Oh, there's a zombie right there coming in the room. Oh, no. The zombie patrol has found us. The entire zombie patrol has found us. Oh. Okay. Alright. This is not what I had anticipated happening in this current set of circumstances. Alright, here we go. Yeah, good luck. The zombies are so far away they need to load in from a different screen to join the fight. This might be a moment to use Turn Undead, though. Alright, so Korug should probably dash so he can get into the mix of things. And then we'll end turn. We'll let the rest of these... We'll see. If they group up on us, which, you know, is what zombies are wont to do, then maybe we can give them the old Turn Undead. Let's move you up here. And end turn. And what do we got here? Zombie. Alright, so this is Fasima. So Fasima, actually, if we want to use Turn Undead, we're going to have to get more of y'all in the zone. So why don't I try to move her into a more advantageous place for this? Let's put her right in the doorway. Yeah, let them all group up. Yeah, try to hit me. All right, and then end turn. And then let's go with, we'll move, I forgot that Undead was Gwynholet's favorite enemy. That's very advantageous for us. Let's do, yeah, why not? 2 shots. Yeah, these things do not have big, that's battle. Does not have big armor classes. Oh, that critical hit! Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, yeah, let the zombies just get up in the zone. I would like to see a big turn undead go off. That'd be fun. All right, and then Korug. Can you actually fit in the doorway as well, my guy? You can, but we'll have to dash, which is fine. Because I'm expecting Fasima to do the most of it anyway. And then end turn. Let these zombies get up closer. Nice. Very dramatic shove. Let's move Adraxis here in the middle of the doorway. So he just fires some flames straight down the center corridor. There we go. We'll ignore the extra effect. Can I hit this one straight in the back? No, not yet, huh? I'll just throw one. The one on, I guess, in front of Korug.
Solasta, evil.
Malmis.
Again, harder.
Okay, alright. And turn. And then this, yeah, get real close. Or think about it. Okay. Interesting. Did not move closer at all. Maybe because it detected there were no available places to attack. Still very interesting. Alright, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Turn undead. In this zone. Proceed. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Oh, that'd probably been a better angle right there. Oh, but still, instantly smiting 4 zombies? That is satisfying, I will not lie. I cannot tell a lie. Move you up. Oof. Ooh, that was good. Alright, let's move Gwyn here. And then same thing. Do I have line of sight on this jokester way in the back? Target is too far away to be perceived. Nope. Alright, so we'll end turn. And then Korug will move up here. Do your thing. Do your thing, Korug. And then we'll let you end turn. And then same thing here. Although you'll probably now have a chance to shoot a little firebolt. A little fire beam. Let's go cast spell. Firebolt. Right down the center. On this guy.
Solasta, evil.
Malmis.
Good.
Oh yeah. Level 5 is treating us nice. Yeah, you can wander up here. You bag of bones. You sack of meat. You Gabbaghoul. That'd have been a better joke for the actual ghoul. Move up here. Put on the spear. Move up here. Put on the spear. Stab them right up in the rear. Ah. Rhymes, baby. Yes! Feed the beans. Feed the beans. Feed the beans. Oh, that's a full belly. That's a full belly and a dead stare from the from just the new. I was gonna say new and improved beans, but beans also looks like he's having a bit of trouble right now with that wide-eyed glance. You back and you got waffles? I'm jealous. I've not had a waffle. Wow, you really make me think about the last time I had a waffle. I think the last time I had a waffle was a bunch of my friends and I went to a 24-hour diner in Brooklyn. And I got like a late night. I was thinking about having waffles for dinner myself. Y'all just have waffles readily available in your homes? You're living the good life. I need to put some more waffles in my kitchen. Oh man. But I like there's very few things that are as satisfying when you're out late and you're like, what am I gonna get? Just get a big old heap of waffles. Or like any sort of what do you call them? Like the every place has like some variant of the lumberjack breakfast, you know, where it's like you get meat and waffles and I'll drop off some waffles at your doorstep when I'm in Brooklyn this weekend. Hey, I'll never say no to a stack of waffles. I'm an easy person to please that way. Yeah, what's in this? Ooh, dice, huh? Engraved bone dice. A valuable item that you can sell to a shop. I mean, I'll take it. Whose bones, though, is the real question. We can start a long rest for the party, but maybe we don't do that quite yet. I'm afraid that if we take a long rest in here, we're gonna, like, wake up to, like, an ambush or something. We still have some resources available to us. So let's keep pushing. We did empty this container, right? I'm so used to games, like, turning off the indicator when you loot something, but I don't think this game does. Yeah, we already got it in there. How about this? Oof. Alright. Somebody was waiting for us. A bunch of zombies and a dark apprentice. 2 dark apprentices. Alright, so nothing we haven't seen before. Let's move Gwyn. Do you have line of sight on things, Gwyn? If we move you here? Ooh, if I move you here, you do. I've been practicing some more voice acting and practicing adding more emotion to. Heard your voice actor right. I know it sounds odd, but I need to play it with my Skyrim files. Yeah, Dragoon, I don't know if you joined our community from the Nebera Discord server, but I'm Nebera. So if you're familiar with playing with custom followers, if you ever decide to download Nebera, an Altmer Mercenary, a custom Skyrim follower mod, you will be listening to my voice talking to you. Not this voice. Nebera, of course, has a different timbre and a different delivery. But yeah, so if you want to play with some custom followers, I highly recommend you take Nebera for a spin. Truly one of the most surprisingly fun projects I've ever been a part of. I did not expect for it to kind of like grow the community around it that it has, and it, you know, so many people. I'd noticed, of course, I have Nebby, but had not realized it was you. Yeah, it's me. Trying to like get, you know,
Put your head space into Nebera. When you're talking, you have to sort of, you do a bit of a nasal, you know, and then you have an RP, sort of a British RP delivery, and then when you go low, you go really smoky with it, and that's sort of the 3 parts of Nebera.
But yeah, that's me. I've always say this, that I'm working on Nebera, and I am. I'm always like having I have a document of more lines that I'm planning on adding to him. There's just so much else, so much I gotta do in life.
Die.
Including the stream, including level 1, and like job stuff. But don't worry, Nebera fans, there will be more Neb coming down the pipeline, I promise you. I wouldn't leave you in the lurch. That is really cool. Well, thank you. Eating waffles. just Mochi just coming in with eating waffles. And in the morning, I'm making waffles. And turn. So we got a bunch of zombos coming up the corridor, which is fine. Oh, I should probably turn... I kept performance mode off to see Beans get fed, but now I should probably turn it off. Because we don't need... We don't need to see Beans unless Beans is doing something fun. Unless Beans is fighting something, or eating something, or... breeding. I don't know, making a new... making a new Beans, right? Is that how you want to pronounce how to say it? Alright, so we got Fasima here. Why can't I spin my camera around? Oh, because I probably, let's go over... Did I break it? What? Why did Karuk just make it sound like he got hurt for no reason? Let's move Fasima here. And let's stab this stupid zombie in the butt. Or do a little dance around it as well. Oh, I tried to light the torch.
You like it?
I'd gotten into voice acting a couple years ago or more. I loved JRPGs and stuff, but I'd wanted to create a character. But anyway, big nerd for voice acting, maybe. Yeah, he made that sound. Yeah, Korug's like, everyone's like getting into the fight, and Korug just has a stack of waffles. Don't worry, I'm right behind you. Soon as I finish this stack, I'll be right there. Yeah, Dragon Kitten. So, if you are into voice acting, I don't know where you are, obviously, in the world. Everybody lives everywhere nowadays. But I highly recommend, if you're into voice acting, I mean, if you've not taken any acting classes, take acting classes. I grew up taking acting classes, so I had a bit of a head start there. But you can actually find voice acting, like specific class. Me waffles! You can actually find, you know, voice acting specific classes out there in the world. And granted, I'm spoiled for choice because I live in New York. But, funny story, kind of how I got my voice acting start, more or less, was because I'd played D&D for most of my life. And I was playing my regular D&D campaign with my friends. The same one I talk about all the time with Joe and Passive Spy, who comes in the chat sometimes. And it was actually Passive Spy. It was actually Joe, who we were playing a game one night. And, you know, you hear me whenever I'm playing games. I make up silly voices for everybody. I do the same thing when I play D&D. They meet, like, a new NPC or a new villain, and, you know, I give them a voice or an affectation or a brogue or whatever I can in the moment. And it was actually Joe who was like, you know, you should look into doing that, like, professionally. And you know, when people tell you that, I might have told the story on stream. I'll probably tell this story a million times before I die. But you know, when people tell you something really kind like that, everyone's very quick to be like, oh, not me. You know, that's not a thing. No way. But then I really started thinking about it. I was like, no, like, I grew up watching cartoons, playing video games. Like, these are things that professional voice actors help with all the time. Maybe that is a thing. And so I ended up looking for some voice acting classes in New York City. Took a couple different ones. All were great opportunities to learn. What's also nice about voice acting classes, a lot of them, depending on where you take them and who they're with and whatnot, a lot of them will offer at the end of the course to record you like a small demo. So I actually, I ended up walking away from like the 3 or 4 classes that I took with 2 demos, one of which was like a commercial demo, right? So very, you know, things like, you know, welcome to whatever service this is, you know, and then other ones was more fun, like character stuff. But long story short is, one of the classes that I ended up taking from, and I won't reveal anyone's names or anything, but, one of the classes I ended up taking, the person who was teaching ended up being a talent scout for a, what do you call it? For an animation house. And liked my stuff and said, you know, hey, welcome to Waffle House. We ain't good, but we nostalgic. Actually, I might call shenanigans on that. I've been to a Waffle House or 2 in my day, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Granted, the inside of the joint was a mess. well, actually, I should preface. I went to, I'm starting another story. Follow me, my train of thought. I went to this Waffle House after leaving a music festival, the last day of a music festival, and oh my gosh, everyone must have gone through there because no table was clean. And like nobody was even trying to clean them. Like people were just like ordering food and they're like, you can't eat here. Or like, you know, would only have one table at a time ready while people, and so I did feel for them. Like I was like, yo, that is brutal. To be like one of the only Waffle Houses around on the last day of a music festival. But the food still slapped. Anyway, long story short is, I took this voice acting class, and ended up being the person who taught it was a talent scout for an animation house, and they said, "Hey, you know, if you like, you can send you some auditions. You know, just kind of drop them into my my inbox one day." And I started auditioning, you know, from there, and that's actually how I booked. I actually auditioned. I didn't book this job, but I've what's the word? I've auditioned for them for Pokemon at least twice. And I'm really hoping one day it goes through because Pokemon was like my heart growing up. But that same string of auditions was actually how I ended up doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Doing Kitamura on Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, and a couple of other side characters on the show and on their mobile app. So it just goes to show, like, you literally never know. I mean, that's what they say about show business, right? Like, you never know who's watching, you never know who's listening. I had no idea that, like, this person who I was taking class from was going to be able to give me auditions for cool things, and they were. And so, you know, if you have the ability to take classes, I say do it. You'll walk away with, at the very least, some experience. Maybe some experience and a demo, if you're lucky. And if you're very, very lucky, you'll walk away with a experience, possibly a demo, and someone who is interested in your growth and might be able to set you up with opportunities. So, like, it's a win-win-win, win-win-win, win-win, win-win-win. You know? It's all wins. Because all we do is win-win-win, no matter what. Got money on our minds. We can never get enough. Sorry, what was happening? Just imagine Kurg in the back eating waffles. Oh my god. Korug is the hostess. Yeah, Korug is every member of the Waffle House, but goes by a different name. Like, oh, this is Korug, this is Krug, this is Karug. And then he just, like, will, like, duck behind the counter, put on a different hat and, like, a different name tag, and then do every part of the job.
Go to hell.
Ugh. These zombies ain't got nothing on us. Also, I had totally forgotten that Gwyn learned, what's that spell? Pass Without a Trace. It's the perfect stealth spell. I'm gonna turn it on after we get out of this patrol fight. Yeah, zombie's gonna try. Get out of here, you jokester. Oi, I'm Krug. Nice to meet you. This headcanon where Korug is a master chef. Actually, if you were building as Korug as a 5th edition character, which you could do, unfortunately, and I do say unfortunately because I think the subclass that I have for Korug on this game is a very good one. The Path of the Stone Barbarian is very effective. And I like the concept that it's kind of making you a main tank barbarian with the extra hit points and things like that. But it's not in the default 5th edition canon. This is one they made for this game. I would easily use it as a real one, though. I'd, like, adapt it because it's so cool if I was playing a home game. But you could definitely play Korug in 5th edition, and if you gave him feats like cook, there's like a whole bunch of feats now that give you like tool proficiency and like extra like bonuses, like you can make like trail rations and give people extra HP and stuff. You could definitely make a barbarian. You could definitely make a half-orc barbarian with proficiency in cooking utensils who like has feats and like makes people meals to like give them extra health and stuff. That is 100% a build you could do. I'm not saying it's the most optimized build you could make, but you could definitely make it. Hostile spell casting. Once again, I'm gonna let this pass. So far, it just looks like they're casting Melf's Acid Arrow, I think. Oh, Beans is changing again? What is happening with Beans? Oh, Beans. Is Beans melting? Does Beans have like a droopy, goopy... Whoa, Beans. Every time I see you, mate, it's something different. There's something new going on with you. Beans. I dig it though. I like this color a bit different. It's like I like it more than the ones that Beans was too sad. I don't know if Beans got any happier though. Still has that, yeah, I'm about to say, I think he still has that 1,000-yard stare. But I will say, I like the fact that it's like multicolored now with the speckles. At least it doesn't have that entirely like all one tone, yeah, coloration. But yeah, you might have made it a little worse, Moch. I need more points. Hey, you can do it. I think with the breeding stuff, you can do it with points. You can do it with bits. I think if to earn the points, you have to buy the bits. But like, you can do whatever you want, as long as you save up enough. What are we gonna do with Korug here? I guess we'll go reckless. Moshi brand sadness. Listen, we all have our own personal brands. You know, it's important to lean into what we got going on. Oh, yes. Killing zombies just never gets old. All right, let's move you up here. These 2 attacks per turn, man, they're making me feel a whole other type of life course through my veins. All right, let's move you up here. And yeah, I don't think we need to use anything flashy. I think we can just use all of our standard stuff. Target this.
Solasta.
Wonder what my brand is. I don't know. You know, honestly, that's like, I was actually talking to a friend about this not too long ago. It's not something. Sings Hurt the Johnny Cash. Yeah, like, hey Siri, play Hurt by Johnny Cash. Now that I've said it, I bet $20 as my HomePod starts playing it now. But it has, and I better stop it before I get in trouble. Hey Siri, stop. Before I get copyright struck from my HomePod. Okay, I think I turned it off. Yeah. I was actually talking to my friend about this the other day, and I mean, it's not something, I mean, you know, I don't know everyone's ages or places in life. You know, I don't really need to, but, you know, I just recently 33, and even I feel like I'm turning a big corner in terms of my personal style. And like, when I think of personal brand, I think of how you present yourself, how you carry yourself throughout the world, right? And like, I don't know. I not that I don't like my style. I do. This shirt is kind of a gag though. Like literally, if I can put this in camera. I picked it up from a thrift store because it's like, so obviously it's like, first of all, it's a race car shirt, which is hilarious because I'm not a car guy. But then I want you to actually like read some of the text because it's all like badly translated. Like, realize one's dreams. Make your dreams hippin'. No A. Hippin'. What else? Vehicle speed. What's up here? Dream. It's time. Like, I don't like, it's like, I don't know what they were trying to translate, but it's just like goofy and full of nonsense. So this isn't like a shirt that I would say is like an example of my personal style, but it is hilarious. But I will say, I mean, good luck trying to find this shirt, Mochi. I found it at a thrift store in Maine, and it might be the only one in its of its kind in existence. But I will say that, as you know, when I actually am, you know, dressing myself and things like that, I've really started to think about how a lot of my style hasn't changed since I was maybe in college, which really didn't change that much since I was in high school. And, you know, I'm 33 now, and I think about like, oh, I kind of want to elevate my look. I kind of want to, you know, do something a little different. And so I'm trying to figure out what that means for me with the style that I do already like and the things that I do like to wear. What does it mean to take that and still like honor it, but like elevate it and, you know, sort of approach the world from like a more, I don't want to say adult place, but you know what I mean? So I will say this much, whatever you think or don't, if you're out there and you're like, I don't know my personal style, my brand is, I don't know how I want to carry myself, you don't really need to know. I'm 33 and I'm pivoting. I'm like hard pivoting. But I will say the things that I do like to grab, like there are like certain trends, like themes in my style that I really like. And unsurprisingly, it's like, if it makes me feel like I could be an explorer or like an adventurer, like I have this really cool, I actually get a lot of compliments on it. I have this really nice like crossbody leather sling bag. that has all these compartments on it that makes me feel like I'm wearing like a bandolier, like I'm an adventurer with like my potions and my daggers in there. And I get a lot of compliments on it. And so I think, like, you know, that's definitely something of my, I don't want to say my childish, because it's not childish, but, you know, it's like now that I'm older, I can do things like, oh, if I just want to buy a cool bandolier satchel that makes me feel like Indiana Jones, I can just do that and no one can stop me. And, like, I don't know, it's freeing in a way. It's very liberating in a way. But I will notice that those things do repeat themselves in my style, you know, even as I'm changing, even as I'm growing, there's still things that I want to keep. So, I mean, everything that you pick up in terms of your personal look and your style, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna evolve, but it'll still have, like, your unique touch on it. I use a lot of pastels in my art and my mochi branding. Real life, I'm goth punk nerd girl. Goth stuff, yeah. Dark colors, yeah. We love a dark color. I tend to gravitate more towards dark colors as well. I do like to try and pick some lighter colors every once in a while to, like, experiment with it, and I do like it, but I always find myself gravitating more towards the winters, I guess. I mean, I was born in December, so, like, I guess it'll make sense that I gravitate more towards the winter palettes. Since quarantine, I've decided to embrace my goth style. Hell yeah. Currently, bedroom turning into a watermelon art gallery. That's a lot of descriptors. I feel like I'm gonna need a visual or something. Like, that sounds cool. That's also something too. Speaking of decorating, this is also the first time in my life where I have my own apartment, which has been a really big change for me in terms of, well, how much money I'm spending, which is that's a whole other thing. But, like, it's very liberating having your own space that you can entirely design however you want. And even though I was very fortunate and I lived with a lot of friends and, like, good people who never really stifled or tried to, like, enforce a certain style on me that I didn't want, like, it is still different being able to have complete creative freedom and control without having to, like, really worry about accounting for anyone else. And so that's, like, a big conversation that I'm having with myself all the time, is, like, what do I want my home to look like? What do I want my home to feel like? What are elements that I want to bring in or leave behind? And, you know, my apartment, if you see from the back of my stream, back from washing my dog, but ooh, I come back to Wolfe's Just Talk stream. Listen, I'm multitasking. Not only am I talking, but I am beating up zombies and necromancers. Okay, Ailing, I am a multi-talented human who can do it all. Get you a man who can do both, who can talk about decorating their home and purge the evil castle of necromancers all at the same time. All right, exactly. That's so powerful. Exactly. Fear my power, for it is great and vast. But yeah, it's like, it's something that I'm trying to figure out, is like, what is my style when it comes to my home, you know? And like I said before, you can probably see in my stream background, it looks very barren and empty, and you're not wrong. I've lived in New York City for roughly 10 years, and I've always lived with people. And so over time, you don't realize how much you don't have. You don't realize how much furniture you don't have because you never had to own it on your own, or, like, you know, or, like, tools or supplies. You never needed it all on your own because you always had, like, 3 people supplying it. And now I've moved into this place and I've realized how much I didn't have and I don't have. And not that I feel like I don't need a lot to live. I am trying to be as much of a minimalist as I can, as to not be too harsh on the environment and things like that. But I will say, oh, can I still attack this round? No way. No way. No, I can't. I will say that, you know, I definitely still want enough things to make me feel like that I have a home, and that it's comfortable and it's warm and it's inviting and it says something about me, you know. I want to be able to, like, invite people over and, like, host them. Whoa. Dragoon, you got those Shards of Chaos, huh, brewing? Yeah, I mean, this is a new month, which means it's a brand new, what's the word? Rewards for the giveaway. Oh, Ailing, I still have to give you your dragon coins. I will do that. Oh no! Gambled immediately and lost. It's okay, Dragoon. That's what happens when you gamble. You can also try heisting again, everybody in the chat. You can do heist for shards. You can duel people for shards. There's a lot you can do. Heist is more cooperative. I think the duel is more competitive. But yeah, it's a brand new month, so the giveaway is back up in swing. Is there a place on the Discord that has the commands? There's a place in the About section of the Twitch stream. Like if you go to our About and you scroll down, I think I have it set up there. But that's a good idea. I will also make a section in the Discord somewhere. I'll have to figure out where to put them. But a lot of the commands are my brain. They're in the About section. Yeah. No, of course. Yeah. Thank you for asking. But they are there.
Again, harder.
Nice. Necromancer's dead. Necromancer's dead. Whoa, we get a cutscene.
Who are you? What do you want?
Oh boy. So this has to be the high elf necromancer they talked about. What's my lucky number? A critical failure. So I guess that'd be a natural 1, Dragoon Kitten. Your lucky number is number 1. That's funny. Oh, my brain. That's a good command. What should I'm gonna keep that for something in the future. Oh boy. What are our options here? So Drax says to destroy you. Coke says to see you beg for your life, to make a deal. Huh. Having Fasima say make a deal and Korug say beg for your life has equal success rate. So, I mean, I feel like I already know what chat is going to say because chat is chat. So what should we say to this necromancer? Has not been outright aggressive toward us, yes. But should we try to broker a deal with her? Or should we say, beg for your life? I roll to seduce the necromancer. I wish there was, I almost, I shouldn't say I wish there was an option to seduce the necromancer, but unfortunately we don't have that one. We have meet your master from Gwynhaleth, but that has a very low success rate, because Gwyn has absolutely no charisma. She's really good at killing stuff, but not so good at the talking to stuff. Make a deal? Okay. We'll give it a shot. It has an equal chance of success between Fasima and Korug to either make a deal or threaten. Okay, everybody says make. Everyone says make. All right, we'll give it a shot. I mean, hey, it has an almost 50% chance of success, so as long as we roll well, fingers crossed.
Look, whatever you do in the privacy of your own castle is your own business, as long as you don't do it to us, of course. But the thing is, we've come a very long way, and it's vitally important that we speak to Master Mardracht.
Mardracht.
Oh, yes, it's a matter of life and, well, you know what I mean.
What's it about?
I'm sorry, really, but our orders are to speak only to him. They come from the very highest level.
Oh, no!
Well, in that case, go straight upstairs and ask for Aksha. If anyone can persuade the master, she can.
Interesting. We failed the check, yet she told us to go speak to someone. So I think what that means is we're being set up, right? Like, we're gonna go upstairs and say, speak to Aksha? And then probably just get attacked. That's my instinct here. But let's pick up all this loot that we found. We can also try to talk to Lazaria again. Man, why do all these zombies have arrows in them? Every time I loot a zombie, it's just a bunch of arrows. I guess maybe because other people have tried to stick them full of holes when they were assaulting the castle. That makes sense. Yeah, let's loot the rest of this place before we move on. But yeah, I don't think that... I mean, we rolled a 2 for the deal, and she... Oh, what's this? A silver brooch. A viable item. I was hoping it was maybe a magic item. Yeah, it said make a deal, and then we rolled a 2, but she told us to go upstairs. Like, That's a little sus. Feel like you're just, feel like you got a longer game going on there, Lazaria of Grimhold. I guess that's the name of the castle, by the way, Grimhold. Classic evil castle name, Grimhold. We love it. What's in here? You gonna get mad if we go into your cell and loot these pots? No? Okay. 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 Is there anything else? No path to destination. Okay, I don't think we can go. There's more zombies in there, more zombies in there. I mean, clearly... Okay. I can't say clearly, because we've not directly seen evidence that they're, like, let's say, killing people and then turning them into zombies, right? For all we know, maybe these zombies were already corpses that they dug up out of the graveyard and turned into zombies. But, you know, it does still raise some questions, like, why do you need to have so many zombies around? Can you maybe stop having all of the zombies? You know? That was actually, oh, let's see, what's this book? Necromantic Laboratory Practices by Master Madrock. Yeah, that's... Oh, what's this thing? Oh, that's to probably go upstairs. Okay. Well, I feel like maybe we shouldn't go upstairs just yet. I feel like maybe there's still some more to explore down here, and they aren't actually, like, trying to kill us yet. It says cannot save now. Interesting. Can I talk to her again? You make one Rob Zombie and they keep popping up. Well, it's interesting. There is a... No, I can't talk to her again, huh? No. There's, like, a really interesting idea that I had. I don't know if maybe I was inspired by something else, or... I mean, it probably was to a certain degree, but I can't think of what the direct inspiration was. But I always had an idea for, like, a fantasy place in, like, maybe a D&D campaign where it's, like, you know, your classic, you know, wizards doing the whole necromancy city thing, which, like, you know, when you have to kind of consider as, like, kind of evil, right? Like, well, I guess that's the whole point of the thing, is, like, I wanted them to be kind of morally ambiguous, right? So it's like, okay, yes, you're practicing necromancy, which is considered, like, a spooky magic, and you're manipulating life and death, and that is bad to some people, to most people, right, in, like, your classic D&D world. But I was like, how cool would it be if, like, maybe they were doing things like using, like, in their culture, it wouldn't be taboo to, like, manipulate the dead, right? That's just part of their culture. So, like, for example, like, all of the jobs that, like, would be really dangerous or, like, unpleasant for people, like, I don't know, doing construction, like, and being crushed by boulders or whatever, could be done by, like, an undead, or, like, you know, things of that nature, that, like, would make their society more, like, functional, because they're like, oh, that means all of the living people can go and, like, make art and, like, do experiments and, like, learn greater craft, because, like, we have all these undead doing other jobs that are, like, either really difficult or, like, dangerous or, like, undesirable, and that would be kind of, like, the push and pull of, like, this culture. People would be like, all right, are you being really inventive and, like, helpful, or are you actually just, like, abusing the dead in, like, a really terrible way? So maybe I'll use that for something one day. I think it's an interesting concept. I think you can do a lot of fun things with it. I would love an undead to take over my management position. See, yeah, like, imagine if we could have a society where you didn't really ever have to do a job that you didn't want to do because you had all that free time. Like, there was already an unsleeping, like, they don't have to eat, they don't have to sleep, you know? They can just keep working forever. And you can be free to expand yourself in any direction that you like. On paper, it sounds really cool. But then it brings in the question of, like, okay, well, like, you know, who gets to choose who gets to be bones and, like, resurrected and used like that in the future? And, like, You know, there's probably some weird class struggle thing going on too. Probably like the nobles probably don't have to deal with it, but like, you know, people who are like less monetary solvent like have to deal with it because that's how fantasy power dynamics work, right? Like, I think there's a lot of nuance that you can mine for it for like interesting stories. And obviously like their army would be a lot of undead because like they don't want to risk the lives of like people. Yeah, I just think it'd be cool. So there's some free waiting to perform a long rest. You've already performed. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't think there's any other place to go except upstairs, and I feel like that's probably going to be a fight with whoever this Aksha person is, or I already can't remember their name. So we'll take the rest. Hopefully we don't get attacked by zombies in the middle of the night. But yeah. I guess it and also pulls into question of like because you know not all undead creatures have their full wits about them, right? So is it like an abuse of their autonomy? Like, I guess kind of the same question with like AI, right? Like, you know, is it all right to like have AI do these like weird jobs and things like that if they're like thinking and feeling and you know that's obviously been a sci-fi trope forever, but it's kind of a similar thing, but like with, you know, things that were also once alive, which adds like a whole other level of like yeesh, you know. So you know, just giving you some nuggets of cool things to play with for your own fantasy stories. I don't think I need to change my spells. I think I like all the spells that I have. This is an action? Oh, casting time 10 minutes. Johnny 5 is alive. Exactly. Temporarily increases the hit points of a target. Prayer of Healing is cool. So is Aid. Because it lasts for 8 hours. I'm going to turn off Prayer of Healing for now. I'm going to put on Aid. Because this takes, 10 minutes to cast. I already have Mass Healing Word. Our health has been pretty good in this dungeon so far. We'll chance it. Let's validate this. Close. And then let's go to Phasima. And let's cast a spell. Okay, oh, can I do it as a ritual? No. That would be cool. Be too cool. Target 3. I'm gonna upcast this. What's this spell? Remove curse, yeah. I'm gonna upcast this spell so I can get hit points maximum current increase by 5 in the advancement. Oh, I can still only target 3 creatures. Okay. Let's give it to 3 targets. Right? If I upcast it, it doesn't actually go up. I'm not making that up, right? Yeah, it's still only 3. So let's cast the spell. What is actually my level 3 spells? Mass Healing Word, which is good. Remove Curse and Slow. Yeah, let's just use it at the level that it's at. We'll give Phasima more health because she's our main healer. We'll give Korug more health since he's our main tank. And we'll give Gwyn or Adraxis. I'm going to give it to Gwyn just because Adraxis at least has evasion. Has that the mirror image spell. Not mirror image. Displacement? He has a cool spell that makes him harder to hit. So Gwyn normally doesn't have that luxury. She normally just has to pray she doesn't get struck. So we'll give her a bit more extra health. There we go. Free health for everybody. We love to see it. Alright. I think we're going to go upstairs and see if that person starts... Oh. Getting yelled at by my phone. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Good arms you got. Yeah, how funny is that? Gwen and Korug were like, I have to get to the stairs. I'm just gonna climb this wall. While Fasima and Adraxis were like, let's run to the stairs. Alright, let's go upstairs, see what happens. I feel like it's gonna be a fight. I feel like we're gonna get... Locate the master. Locate the master. Oh, maybe not yet. There's a ghoul here. Let's go cautious. Let's actually click on Gwyn. Gwyn has passed without a trace. We can select all 4 of us. This gives us a massive stealth boost. It's amazing that in one of my games, if I was to use a spell to rip the soul of a recently deceased man and forcefully interrogate them to find out where their family and friends are located, but so long as I bury him, that's a net neutral and it's not evil. However, if I raise the dead to use as a cost-effective physical labor, that's considered evil. That's what I mean. Magic and morality in these fantasy worlds have so much nuance to them. But yeah, I guess it really just depends on the DM and of course the culture the DM is representing, all that stuff. I have a necromancer actually in my home game, Dahlia, who's a great character. I have so many great stories about Dahlia. But Dahlia has, in 5th edition, has that one spell, I forget the name of it, where you can capture the soul of a person and it kind of like, you carry it with you for a while and you can use it for a bunch of different uses. Like you can get health out of it or increase a skill. Like you kind of choose what you want from the spell. But you also can choose to just like interrogate the soul of carry them around until you need to ask them a question. And I feel like that has been used so much. Like I feel like they've, like killed like a big bad or like a general, like not for like the main big bad, but like, some other underling. And we're just like, oh, your soul, I'll just carry that around for a little while until it's narratively convenient for me to, like, question you. A very cool effect. It's used it to great power. Okay, so we are passed without traced right now, so we should be very hard to detect. So we'll see if we can kind of get around these little ghoulies. These little Gabbaghouls. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. Oh, tracks found. Oh, what does this mean? Oh, a secret passage. Hell yeah. Come on, gang. Secret passage. What are y'all waiting for? Get up here. Whoa, very cool. Very cool that we found a secret passage. Up onto the top. Huh. Okay, let's sneak over here. Ooh, a Badlands Wraith sounds spooky and bad. And a Ghast. A Ghast is like a worse version of a ghoul. So if we can avoid that, let's do that. Whoa, this place is like a maze. Alright, so we're on top of here. Where can we go? Where can we go from here? I feel like the Wraith has to be guarding something important. Just a ghoul is this way. Can we go over here? Oh yeah, can we go on this thing? Oh, come on, y'all. Oh no, they saw us through our stealth. Okay. Oh, these guys are getting in the fight too? Alright, we're definitely gonna have to use some resources on this fight, for sure. Ooh, you hit too. Is that a bad hit? It's gonna take the ghouls forever to get to us though, which is advantageous, I suppose. Alright, it's okay. It's alright. We got this. We got this. Where the hell is Gwyn, by the way? Gwyn is way over here. Boy, oh boy. Not really where I want her to be. Let's have her dash so she can get in a better fighting position. I think if she's here, this will give her line of sight on a lot of people. Yay? Nay? Yay? Nay? Yay? Okay. Let's go here. This is a pretty... Oh, I just realized that was 14 slashing damage. That was a pretty big chunk of damage. Oh, she's still stealthed, too. Whoa, whoa! Why'd all these things turn on? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Cast spell. Let's turn on Hunter's Mark. Let's put it on... Oh, cast that. Yeah. There's really no reason to have Badlands Gassed. Yeah, I guess let's put it on the Gassed. We'll target it down. It's gonna be an interesting fight.
Perhaps if you tried to be loud instead.
Alright, and then let's see how bad this Wraith situation is. Alright, so it can fly, so we already don't love that. And it just got a critical hit on Korug and nearly killed him. So, okay. Cast a spell. Wowzers. Wowie zowies. Big time bad stuff. Okay, let's put Fasima here. Let's cast a spell. Sir Potts! Sir Potts, my heart. Hello, Potts. Welcome to the stream. First time I think I got to see you in chat. Yeah, I just started playing not too long ago. Just as a lark, just to fill in some, time while we're not doing the D&D campaign, and I ended up having a lot of fun. So hopefully you don't watch me get eaten by a bunch of undead right now. No promises. But Potts, everyone, is an incredible role player. I've been very lucky to play in a bunch of D&D games, and always so inventive and knowledgeable and playful. Just so lucky to have Potts in any game. So happy to have you here on stream while I make a grave tactical error and get my entire party in trouble with some undead. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to rage. And then we are going to reckless attack. And I guess let's try and focus down the ghast, which we have hunters marked. Okay, that's a good chunk of change. We got 2 attacks, 1 more in the tank. Okay, spicy. Alright, we're gonna end turn. Adraxis. First thing we're gonna do before you get absolutely devoured is blur.
Solasta,
Clippe! Alright, we're gonna move. Let's get you... let's put you here, maybe? Someplace where you're not so much of an appetizing... Oh, but you're gonna provoke an opportunity attack. Alright, yikes. I really can't... Well, I only wish this game had more voices for characters. So, yeah, they definitely do reuse a lot of the voice actors. But, I mean, I guess it was kind of a small project, which, in fairness... For, the size of the team, they're not Wizards of the Coast or whatever. Like, I still think they did a lot of great stuff. But, yeah, definitely you could tell a lot of the voice actors get reused for sure. It has that, like, Oblivion effect. If anyone's ever played, like, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, where after you've heard, like, 6 different voice sets, you just start noticing that every other NPC is, like, using the voice set. Yeah, Skyrim and its 5 voice actors, exactly ailing. Which, like, oh, look. Oh, it's the hero of Kvatch. Yeah, I'm glad that we all... it's so great to be just in a room full of people who all can colloquially understand the exact same dumb references. Alright, let's see what's happening to us here. We're just getting... Korug has eaten 2 critical attacks since this one fight has started. Give the man a rest. He can only do so much. Our big green himbo mascot can only do so much. I fought mud crabs tougher than you. All right, so Gwyn's in the thick of it. Let's try and put down this gas and get our hunter's mark back, right? It's like the Hannah and okay. I was like the Hannah and Barbera. Is that like it's like Hannah Montana, but like no Hannah Barbera. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. You know, don't mind me. I'm just having moments with my brain that aren't so good.
I'm just having a moment with my brain. It's not the best. It's trying real hard.
All right, we're gonna move Hunter's Mark, and then we're gonna try and plug one into this ghoul. Pew 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 pew. Hanna-Barbera. Exit stage left, even. Sometimes I think, Honestly, Ailing, that fan art you made of Korug with like the creepy ghost on his shoulder, so good, so good. I honestly cannot. I mean, there's no better character to be wearing the crown than Korug. Deserves it in all sense of the word, but I only know that terrible things are going to happen to him, and it's just going to be so entertaining. I've turned my brain off for today. Korug is king. All hail King Korug, our Lord and Savior. Please don't kill him, by the way. Okay, he actually missed that, which is remarkable considering he's reckless right now. Okay, there's got to be something more interesting that Fasima can do being a cleric against these undead, right? But I don't think any of these things can get... I mean, she could do Channel Divinity. It's not going to banish the Wraith or anything, but maybe... I was going to say, Potts, yeah, at least maybe invoke Fear. At the very least, could give us some extra control. Could maybe do that. Let's try it. We just took a long rest, why not? Okay, a failure and a success. So the ghoul, yeah, will at least be afraid of us. But maybe not immediately smote like we did with those skeletons. So like, oh, I have spiritual weapon. Forgot about how cool that is, actually. But maybe I'll top Korug off a little bit with some extra health. Because he could probably use it. He's less than half. We'll do that. And then, considering he'll be in good state next round, I'll do spiritual weapon. Because that is a spicy meatball, if I've ever tasted one. Korug's Waffle House is going to burn down. How dare you? We just narratively have gifted Korug the Waffle House, and you're going to pry it from his hands. I mean, I get it that he's cursed, but still, let the man have a dream. Let the man have a moment. All right, so now we're back to paralyzed by the touch of a ghoul. I forgot ghouls can do paralyzing touch. That's unfortunate. I know I said terrible things are going to happen to him. Is capable of dreams? Korug just lies asleep at night. Eyes wide open. Just like head. just like one tone. He's sleeping as far as we know. But just like arms like on his belly. Just like staring off into space. Yeah, yeah, the internet dial-up sound. Beep, 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 ding, ding, ding. Is that like, I'm pretty sure that's almost perfect. Also, because we've talked about how strangely configured my brain is, and how I was talking about how I can recall, you know, weird things that I should be able to recall, like theme songs to old 90s shows, which have no business being in my head. There was something that popped into my brain I think it might have been earlier today, which this goes to like another level. So not only is this a useless song that has I could absolutely eject it for any other useful bit of information, like, I don't know, how to pay my bills better on time. But like, there was a string of ads. I thought the level 1 concert was offering me a date. Did you know the stream has some fun built-in commands? Oh, spicy. Oh, if you're looking to keep up to date. I mean, hey, listen. The level 1 construct. Connie's got some swagger. Connie could talk you up. There was a string of ads that happened for Disney shows when I was a kid that was set to the tune of what is that famous you'll know the song I'm thinking of when I do it, but I can't think of the name of the song. If you're like a classical music fan, please tell me the name of the song. But you know the you know that one? There was a Disney string of ads that was advertising like its summer block of shows. And once again, there is no reason for this to be in my head, but there was like it was like another episode of of Growing Pains is Dynamite, while brotherly love ignites delight. It's like, do you remember Brotherly Love, the show on Disney Channel about like the three brothers who worked at a car dealership? You know, and Growing Pains? Like, this isn't even the theme song for Growing Pains or Brotherly Love. It is a song advertising Growing Pains and Brotherly Love set to a classical music piece that is still in my head. Another Growing Pains is dynamite. Brotherly love ignites delight. And there's no reason for it to be in there. There's absolutely no reason. It's shameful. It's shameful. Alright, back to trying to not die against all of these undead. I don't think this is a fireball moment. It's getting close to a fire. Maybe it's a fireball moment. It would be our first fireball. What's the radius on this thing? It's pots. It's always a fireball moment. I mean, I could also heighten it. Like, maybe? What would be the... Oh my god, look at this radius. Is there a reality where I get all of these ghouls in it without getting any of my friends in it? Because blue is... Yeah, blue is good. Red is bad. No, I don't think there is. Oh, how beautiful would that be, though? We're not going to do that yet. If you give your Cash App now and deposit $10,000 into your account... I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Actually, what I could do... I'm going to get copyright struck. I'm just too good at these theme songs. If I see no reason not to. Yeah, exactly. Just listen. What if I position... Is this dangerous? I'm in danger. If I move Adraxis here, I could maybe Burning Hands instead, which is kind of spicy, you know? That's kind of fun. All right, what if I go here? Burning Hands. Heighten. Heighten Upcast. Ooh, let's just go weird with it. Yeah, let's just get real weird with it. If I position it right here.
Solasta,
not quite a fireball, but... Oh, did they both succeed? No, one failed, definitely. But, did you not take any damage? Wraiths aren't immune to fire damage, are they? I'm really testing my D&D lore here. No, they can't be immune to fire damage. Resistant, maybe. Alright, now the ghouls are they're really piling in here. Does it have evasion? That's a good question. It might have evasion. It'd be a custom wraith then, right? But still, it could. Let's switch to our double swords and try to off this ghoul. Oh, come on, Gwyn. It's not the time to be missing those swipes. Twice? Gwyn, baby. My darling. My sweet baba. Now is not the time to be doing that. That is the third critical hit that Wraith has got on Korug. That is absolutely insane. Oof. Cast a spell. I mean, what do we got here? What do we got? That's bad. That's so bad. 3 crits? Bless, maybe. Cure wounds again, though, I feel like. Well, Korug, well, yeah. Let's give Korug another little bit of health. Reload save. We already did that once, not because we were dying, but because I thought maybe I could avoid a fight. I guess technically I did. I was trying to be friends with the evil, well, I don't say the evil, the spooky gatekeeper, but then I accidentally opened the door and started another fight. So we did cast reload save there. But then we got inside, and now we're just being dogpiled by a bunch of more undead, so we'll see how that goes. But that is literally 3 crits with the 4 crits. Now, what do you got against me, game? What have I done to you? What has gone wrong? Okay, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do here? Cast a spell, obviously, but what spell do we cast? Are these ghouls close enough now that a fireball would be like a more palatable choice? Probably not. Oof. This is tough. This is tough. These ghouls, what are you at? You're still pretty decent health. You're still pretty decent health. You're halfway there. Nothing happened to you for whatever reason. Okay, what if instead we try and you're almost dead over here, huh? What if we try a Scorching Ray, and let's just go, maybe we go 1, 2. Oh, Potts, thank you for stopping in. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. I'll be talking to you soon on one of the things that we do together. Best of luck not dying. No promises, but I'll certainly try my best for you. Let's try this.
Next time, I swear.
Okay, so we at least took down 1 ghoul, which is good. Let's maybe try to draw back a bit. Oh, the Wraith had an opportunity attack. I thought I was only suffering 1 attack. That's alright. I got whatchamacallit, blur on. I'm fine. Get your blur on. End turn here. And then these ghouls are gonna try to do their thing. Okay, success. Alright, okay. Scorching Ray Cyrus, our favorite recording artist. Alright, everyone's going for Korug but missing, and alright, Emphysema missing. We like misses. Let's go back. Let's switch our target to which ghoul is in bad shape? One of them's not doing too hot. This one. Let's try and focus down these ghouls. Let's switch to our bow. Our bow. Nice! Ooh, spicy. It's a spicy meatball, and we love to see it. Alright, and then let's put it on. Let's try and hit this ghoul. Okay. Points on the board, say it. Points on the board, say it. Points on the board. Alright. This guy's just gotta really stop it with Korug. Ooh, cast a spell. Spiritual weapon. Here? Oh boy. Spiritual weapon attack on this thing maybe? It's a miss. Okay. Cast a spell. Oh, do I have, oh. Wait, why can't I cast any of my cool spells? I have my hand open. Huh. Interesting. Okay. sword and shield. Yo, this wraith might be a bad news bears for us. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Do I focus down the ghouls? It's tough. Let's go here. Okay. Okay. Okay, ghouls nearly dead. Man, that Wraith's life drain was brutal. I'm very nervous about what may happen to our party here. Alright, so Korug's going to... Yikes. Korug's going to... He's got 1 HP left. He's just going to Relentless attack. And he's going to attack the Wraith. Oof. Come on. Come on. I mean, it's not dead by any means, but points on the board. Alright, cast spell. Misty Step, no. Cast a spell. Fireball. Can I hit the Wraith now? I could. Ooh. Maybe now. Or I could hit all these ghouls. Oh, what's a wiser... I could clear all of these ghouls, maybe? Maybe that. I'd really like to drop the Wraith, but killing all of these ghouls in one attack would also be pretty sweet. Let's try that. You just gotta aim it very carefully. Okay. Right there should be all 3.
Solasta, Evo, Malmis. A victory fit for a...
Nice. Oh, fireball's spicy. Alright, end turn. Although, can I? If I create a spell slot, how many sorcery points do I need to spend? 5? I don't have that many yet, yeah. Alright, cancel. End turn, I'm gonna say. Alright, this thing is gonna attack Korug. Oh, no, Fasima! Okay. Gwyn. Yikes, big yikes. Gwyn is going to target the Wraith. We're gonna try to focus down the Wraith now. Okay.
Wait till the next one.
Resists, but still hits. Try it again. Okay, alright. We're getting there. Oh, come on, Wraith. Miss Korug. Nice! Oof, that was a big turn for us right there, actually. Korug's gonna Reckless again. And go for the Wraith. Come on, the Wraith is so close. Yes! That is good. That is very good for us. End turn. Now, Adraxis is going to cast a spell. Is going to... Firebolt, maybe? Just this thing? Ignore effect. Go here.
Solasta, Evo, Malmis.
Yep. Wide. Not what we wanted. Could be worse. End turn. I think we're good now. I don't... Korug was...
You'll get a nice scar.
Another critical. Korug, I had only just recently realized that the Wraith was life-draining Korug. You see how Korug's max health right now is 8? It's normally like 60. So actually every time the Wraith was hitting Korug, not only was he dealing direct damage, he was draining Korug's maximum health, right? And if Korug would have died from life drain, I'm pretty sure that's like instant death, right? We were very fortunate that we cut the Wraith out when we did, because otherwise it could have gone very poorly. So I think we're gonna get away with it, but I had not realized that the Wraith was critting life draining, not just crit attacking, crit life draining Korug, which is like infinitely worse. Oh, Gwyn with these misses. It is not the time, my dove, my darling. Fasima's also struggling here. Reckless attack. Come on with the ghoul. Yep. Come on, one more. One more. You got it. Just tap it away.
One less enemy.
That is how you do it. That is how you narrowly survive a terrible death. Okay, so basically what this means is we kind of have to retrace our steps, because there's no way we can continue on in the dungeon right now with Korug at 8 maximum health. That is a death sentence for the entire party. So we're actually going to go back down a staircase. And as long as the necromancers on the floor below us don't start shit, then we can use the bed. Although, actually, what happens if we try to take a short rest? Does that affect reset on a short rest? I can't remember. We're going to start one and see what happens. Nope, does not. So we have to go back, because we are not going to make it to the dungeon with Korug on 8 health. Absolutely not. Drax didn't even take a point of damage that fight. Okay, Draxus, we get it. Sneaky boy.
Dive in the dirt now.
All right, let's go back down. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna make a quick save. Oh, I can't. I'm climbing. So long as the necromancers don't start another fight with us, we'll save there at the long rest spot. Will be our game plan. So let's see. Oh, come on, guys. The whole gang, not just one of you. Whole gang, come on. Whole gang. Really fighting me on this. Whole gang. Thank you. Come on. There we go. All right. Oh, we left some treasure up here? What is this? An idol? Okay, we'll take it. Yeah, let's move all the way back here. Do our thing. Take a little nap. And then get ready to go back upstairs and fight through more terrible things. That Wraith. The life drain was brutal. I had really forgotten about that effect. Nice. Okay, long rest, yes. I think we keep all the same spells. Yes. And then we will actually go to Fasima. We will cast a spell. We will cast... Put her hand open. We'll cast Aid. I think... We have 2 of these, right? Slow, Remove, Curse, Mass Healing. I think we'll just cast Aid regularly again. Same thing. We'll go Fasima, Korug, Gwyn. Nice. And with Gwyn, we'll use her quiver to generate more arrows. And we'll make sure that those arrows are slotted. Oh, or just give her a bunch of flowers. Or give her a bunch of flowers. There we go. Perfecto. And I will save. All right, I think that's as far as we're gonna go tonight. We dug deep into the Grimhold Castle. We made some work happen this one for sure. I'm going to switch back into just... There we go. We should be good. Hi y'all. thanks so much for joining the stream tonight. I hope you had fun. I hope the people out there in viewer land are still vibing. Made a lot of salads tonight, yes, with bones and all. Bones and chunks of rotting meat and all. Thank you, everyone who showed and gave us your time and your energy. As you know, I appreciate it so much. Who am I to appreciate your energy and time? I am Wolfe Scott. I am the host and Dungeon Master of Level 1 Adventuring. Here on the channel where we run a bunch of RPG and TTRPG content. Salad Star being one of the games we play. D&D being another, usually on Wednesdays. In a non-creepy compliment way, your hair looks good tonight. I don't think that's creepy. My hair is probably one of my favorite parts about myself, and I very selfishly am like, I need to like maybe look into some sort of, not that I'm like losing my hair, knock on wood, but I'm like, maybe I should start figuring out ways to protect it better, because that is truly one of my favorite parts of myself. And so no, I appreciate you, thank you, and I'm also thankful because today was kind of a messy hair day and I didn't really have a chance of fixing it, so just sort of like letting it do its own thing. But anyway, that's another tangent. I am your host and Dungeon Master. This is Level 1 Adventuring. We do TTRPG and RPG content. Games on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Shout out to Stream Spell and Stream Labs for the stream elements. We have an affiliate link down below if you'd like to use them yourself. And please follow us on all the things, like us, sub if you really liked the content, especially on YouTube. We're trying to grow there as well. Actually been making some pretty good pace lately with that. And also on the Discord, where you can talk to us about all the games that we will be playing and are playing, and playing some games with the community soon. So you will be very much in good company on the Discord. And I think with all of that, I think that's all I have to say for the rest of the night. Thank you on behalf of the Level 1 crew, and of course Beans, the stream dragon, who has been fed very well tonight and got lucky twice and has now become a ghastly blank-eyed mutant that we love, that we truly appreciate in all shapes and forms. But with that, I think I am going to make myself a little midnight snack and crawl into bed. I hope you all do the same, even though it's not midnight. Mochi, don't be sorry. Beans is there to be enjoyed. Beans is there to be played with, to be mutated with. That is the point of Beans. Beans is our grand experiment. So, have fun. Take it away. I think, only can be more lovable the more horrifying Beans becomes. I'm excited to see what depths of depravity he is drugged to later. With that being said, y'all have an excellent night, and I will see you tomorrow for whatever game we're going to do next. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be right yet. Yeah, I think we're all tied up with our solo streams right now for our TTRPG games. If I can find another thing, or I could do, I mean, I'll just post it in the Disco, but I could either do Cypher System, or I could maybe start Darkest Dungeon. We have some options. Or I could read The Hobbit. We got some options. But I will see you tomorrow, regardless of whatever we do. And I hope to see you soon. Sleep well. Take care to you as well, Ailing. And we'll see you the next time on the stream. So until then, be good.